Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name's Jack, and today I'm pretty excited because this is the biggest set of Wave 2 at least for the LEGO Ninjago movie line, and this is the last of the main ninjas mechs, or main ninjas sort of, well, they're calling them mechs. So this works. This is actually called the Quake Mech. This is Cole's vehicle. It's the last one. We've gotten Lloyd and Kai and Zane, and we've gotten everybody. We've gotten every single character. We have not gotten Cole though, and this is by far the most ambitious design. Look at that thing. It's supposed to balance on the wheel. You can see from the back of the box, from the slight offset. So there's like a bar that I think it's gonna sort of lean against. I'm really curious to see how well it actually fares as sort of a play toy. We're gonna find out. And out of all the mechs, this has the highest part count from what I can tell. 1,202 pieces, recommended for ages, recommended for ages 9 to 14, set number 70632. And it comes with 5 minifigs. 5 minifigs. And actually, if you look at it from here, you can see the minifigs names. That's better. Yeah, so Mike the Spike, there's a Crusher, Cole, Misako. Misako also exclusive in her battle getup. And Fred Finley. Cool. So, anyways, hello. Welcome. It is a nice, kind of cool Monday morning. There was some odd sort of low-hanging mist here in San Diego when I was driving to the studio. Sorry, I was just switching down here. Might as well show you guys the actual opening of the box. Boom! Welcome. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody on YouTube. Hello, everybody on Twitch. Welcome to the Monday stream. We've got all the new Ninjago movie sets. So I'm pretty excited. And it was interesting because this is actually set at 80 pounds or 90 US dollars or 80 euro. Which is like kind of back to, whoa, look at this tire, jeez. I was not expecting the tire, I was expecting it to be smaller than that. That's huge. It's squishy too. Have we gotten this? We must have gotten this before. I honestly can't remember a LEGO vehicle with a tire this big though. This thing's massive. It's the size of a regular, like if I got a chocolate glazed donut or something, that's like how big it would be. Anyways, it's squishy. Here's the tire. Yeah, so $90 or actually it's better in Europe, I think, in terms of part to price for being 80 euro or 80 pounds. So, but that's really good considering the shark mech that I built last week, which was decently priced, but that was like 830 pieces. I'm just counting the number of bags, so this is 8. I think 8 is the highest. One of each bag number, yep, so there's 8 bags total. Whoa! Wow, here we go. Trent McKenzie coming in hot with a $25 super chat. Wow, that might be some kind of record for us. Thank you, Trent. Truly, the donations, we really do appreciate that. Started off right. Good luck on the upcoming 12K piece build. Thank you, Trent. I'm actually, after this stream, I'm downloading and sort of gonna be messing around with LCAD on the streaming computer, which means we're setting it up. We're getting, oh yeah, and here's gonna be the big, I guess I can put this part in now. And so yeah, thank you for that $25 donation. That is awesome, dude. And yeah, we have LCAD on other PCs, but we don't have it on the streaming PC that I'm working on right now. Streaming to you, and we need it to work on obviously this computer because we have to be able to see the instructions when we build, or not the instructions, just the digital file. We're not building from instructions for the 1,200 piece build. So yeah, the parts are kind of sitting next to me, and it's gonna be one wild ride. One manual, by the way, and one thing for stickers. I like the simplicity of the stickers that come from the LEGO Ninja. I mean, just the general details. I know people don't like stickers, but I like the simplicity of what the details actually are. This is kind of a gold reflective bit of detailing. It's not like tan or anything. And well, you can basically tell what everything is. It's a bit of a gorilla. I guess that's the. I didn't see the movie, by the way. I just like the builds. All right. So here's the Quake Mech. We're starting off, and might as well show you guys what the heck we're going to be going through with each numbered bag. So it looks like we're starting off with the head, and then building the arms out from there. That would be my guess. And then you can see 5. So yeah, so we're starting with the head, building out onto the arms. And then 6, I think we finish, or I guess, what is it? Yeah, 6 or 5, we finish the arms. 6, we start building down. And then we finish off. Okay, yeah. So you can pretty much see what's going on. Bag number 1, we're building Cole first minifig. I love Legos. Do one on the AT-AT Lego Star Wars Lego set. We haven't actually. It's funny because we are obsessed with the walkers. We love the Star Wars walkers here in the studio. We have a ton of custom builds for them, but we never get any of the sets. To be honest, I haven't been a big fan of the walker sets. The only one we have is the new one for the M6, which is all right. Jack, who is your favorite character in Lego Ninjago? It is Zane. It is Zane. Jack, did you see the email for the stop motion animation? Did I see the email for the stop motion animation? Nick the Geek. Why did that sounds really familiar? I might have. I have to check again. I might have seen that email, but it doesn't. It seems really familiar, but I can't remember what it was. Let's see. All right, let's get Cole built up. He's super simple. There's that little. There it is. The bottom part for his head, sort of cowl piece. There's his expression. He's got a little bit of a smirk, and there's the top. Comes with his hammer. I like Cole's weapon. It's a good look. I like the brick-built hammer piece. Come on, buddy. Look at the rules, Jack. Have you already seen the Jurassic World 2 teaser? Oh, there's another. No, I haven't seen the teaser. No. I know that the Lego is sort of on the list for making sets for Jurassic World, though, so that'll be cool. So I'm just building up Cole's hammer. All right. So Cole is armed, ready to go. Let's turn his hands out. And there's Cole. He's ready. So he's looking pretty good. This is same detailing. Same detailing that Cole will, I think, always have, or pretty much always has, throughout any of the normal Lego Ninjago movie sets. And, alright, now let's get into the main build. So we're building the cockpit first, which isn't always the case. It's sort of a common way to start a vehicle build, but wasn't the way we started building the shark mech the last time. Let's get this thing up. I'm making a BrickVault animation. Really now? BrickVault animation? Wondered what that could entail. Still Lightning Jet is your favorite, says Rionin. Awesome. I did like the Lightning Jet. It was one of the builds that I thought I wasn't going to like, and then I built it, and I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. There we go. Do every Lego Star Wars Lego set that ever came out. It was hard enough getting the minifigs. It'd be much harder getting all the sets, I think. Some of those sets are like nearly impossible to get, actually. The you know, the whatchamacallit, the Cloud City set, nearly impossible to get your hands on these days. I mean, unless you want to pay like, I don't know, however many hundreds or thousands of dollars. What is your favorite Ninjago set? Well, all of my favorite Ninjago sets come from the Lego Ninjago movie line. I think they did Ninjago like just so much better than normal Ninjago sets. Just so much better. So I think the Green Ninja Mech Dragon is probably top on my list for like sort of a play set. And then when it comes to just like whatever kind of epicness, I mean, Ninjago City. So cool, because it's like an unofficial modular building for like a city. It's built in the same format, which I think was such a good idea on the designer's part. because it's super different. It's super weird compared to like anything that would come from the modular line. It's just kind of like an option if you want it. Jack, have you seen the Stranger Things Sesame Street? What? No. I have not. I have not seen the Stranger Things Sesame Street. I saw season 2. I liked it. My roommates hated season 2. I didn't understand. It was weird. I watched it, and then they're like, "Did you see Stranger Things?" I was like, "Yeah, I watched it." And they're like, "Wasn't it terrible?" And I was like, "Really? Why? Why did you not like it?" Apparently, all the kids annoyed them. I thought it was fine. There was a little bit of a weirdness. I don't think it was quite as grabbing as the first, but where the heck? Oh, there it is. It was underneath. Ah, it was underneath that. I was looking for this one. Okay. Jack, what is your favorite Lego set? Get this question every stream, and I still don't really have a final answer. Sometimes I change it. Sometimes people ask me, and I'll say one thing one day, and then people ask me the next day, and I'll be like, oh, I kind of like this one more. I like the UCS Star Wars sets, so like the Falcon and Slave 1. But I also, but then there's nostalgic sets, and then there's just cool, weird other sets. I don't know. There's a million good sets out there. I don't really have a favorite. Do you like Nexo Nights? Yes, I do, but I don't watch the show. I just like the sets. So you can take that however you want. I do like it. I just don't watch the show. But it's also the same thing as Ninjago. Don't watch the show either. So I don't really know anything about the characters. I just like the sets for the sets. Alright. Not entirely sure. It's always funny building up the base of something, because you're kind of like, alright, I'm just building a bunch of funny little shapes. And then nothing really makes sense until you get very close to the end. At least that's the way I always see it. Lego Worlds is awesome, but I've never gone. I haven't played around with the Lego Worlds. I made Lego Jack for my animation. Awesome. Made a character of me in your animation. Will you be uploading this live stream? No, we stopped uploading live streams maybe a couple months ago, and it was sort of just I feel like we spend a lot of time and effort on our regular set reviews that I wanted to just focus on having sort of like more like quality edited content as like our permanent videos up on the channel, and then this live stream stuff doesn't actually stay up as a permanent video. You can, if you want though, go to Twitch and watch from our video library on Twitch. So yeah, I know there's some people that still, like, if they missed the live stream and they want to watch it, you can watch it straight from Twitch. It's no problem. Twitch saves the live streams for like the last 2 months or something. They save a lot of videos, maybe even more than 2 months. So if you really if you missed this live stream and you really want to watch it, you can watch it on Twitch. You don't have to watch it on YouTube. It's fine. Oops. Jack, do you have a minifigure for yourself? No, I don't have a sig fig. I feel like I should at some point. I just never got into it. Like, I know it's like a thing. It's like a thing people do. And for some reason I don't know why. I just never did it. I don't know why. I feel like I should at a certain point though. A lot of people have made sig figs of us. What's happening for Christmas? Oh, do we have like a special Christmas themed thing? I was talking about a stop motion animation short that I just had an idea for with Mike yesterday for like a Christmas themed one. And it was just a whatever idea, and we were talking about it. And I was like, what do you think? Like, how long do you think it would take to make that? And he was like, yeah, it would take like 100 hours to put together. I was like, I don't know if we have time. I don't know if we're gonna do anything special for a Christmas episode. We might, but I don't know. Stop motion is a little bit time intensive, I think. Shout out to the guys that actually do stop motion though, because that takes a lot of skill and time to do. 35 total live streams currently up here on Twitch. Okay, so 35 total. Now we haven't actually done 5 live streams a week in a while, even though that's sort of what we try. Let's say if we had done 5 live streams in a week every week, that's 6 weeks worth of 6 weeks worth of live stream content that's still up on Twitch. But realistically, we skip a few. That's like, it's probably 7 weeks or maybe even 8 weeks worth of content that's currently up on our Twitch right now, which is pretty good, I would say. Okay, that's kind of cool how this gear system works. There's a little bit of tension here. It kind of toots in and matches up with that. It looks good. And it feels good. All right. Feels good. Lego Star Wars or Nexonites? Lego Star Wars. If you try to compare any franchise with Star Wars, I'm gonna say Star Wars. Just FYI, anybody that says comparison. So I'm gonna assume from now on, if you ask any Star Wars comparison questions, that you're asking the audience. Oh my gosh. This is a '2. Oh, it's so frustrating. All right. Oopsie daisies. That's my bad. Should have known. Sorry guys. Should have done a second one of these. Well, it always goes fast the second time around. Faster. Just not as fast if you've done both of them at the same time. Hi Jack. Hello. Jack, opinion on Ghostbusters Firehouse and how are you? Very good. Brick Star Wars boy. I would say it's awesome. The thing about the Firehouse that I like compared to other super big display sets that have like multiple rooms and multiple scenes and scenarios, I would say that the stronger aspect of the Firehouse headquarters is that it still looks great as a display when it's closed. For example, if you were to compare like the Firehouse headquarters with the Death Star, Death Star is cool because it's a series of vignettes and scenes very similar to how sort of the whatchamacallit, the Firehouse is. The only difference being that the Firehouse looks complete when it's closed off, whereas the Death Star, it's just like more of like a circular shaped big platform that kind, looks reminiscent of the Death Star but doesn't try to actually look like the Death Star. So I would say the Firehouse headquarters does have sort of an added extra feature of it looking awesome when it's closed. Like it's in our city, it looks really cool in our city. It's a very unique structure sticking out there. So I like the Firehouse. I thought it was a good set. Georgie, transfer. Okay, it's my birthday today. Well, happy birthday! Hi, BrickVault. Nice. Set looks really good. How many mocks on Saturday? Oh, nice. So many mocks on Saturday. Do you want to see some, Jack? Yeah. Email. We can put them in the fan mock creations. Okay, now I made a second one of these. Now I can actually add this. Ooh, this is where the arms are attaching. It's gotta be. All right. Yeah. These are the big, I think these are the big shoulders for the arms here. Oops. There we go. And there. Wow. All right. Well, that's sticking on nice and solid. Nice. Jack, can you dab? I am not. Nope. Sorry. I don't fulfill that request. Not for $1 million. Okay. Oh, here we go. I'm working on a flash stop motion with you in the background. Oh! Flash stop motion. That'll be cool. I wonder if it's easier or harder to do a flash stop motion because he's moving so fast. Do you have to put him in less frames? Or is it more difficult because... I don't know. I'm trying to think about what would actually be more difficult to do. a stop motion animation of the Flash or just like a regular character. Okay, here we go. Now everything's kind of evened out. This feels like almost like random parts. Like it almost doesn't matter what color like any of these pieces are. We're just kind of filling everything in as best we can with the parts that they kind of just had sort of whatever they sort of had on them at any time. Because this is all like, I think this is all just getting covered up for the most part. Or a lot of it is. Ah, I dropped my brick separator. Okay. Oh, and I just dropped the next brick. Let's see if I can go for 3 for 3. Hey Jack, hello! Hello everybody. Hope you're all having a decent Monday. Hope you're all having a good Monday. I gotta say, this is a set I've been looking forward to building for a super long time, so I'm doing pretty good myself. And I'm just really glad to be sort of finishing off this week all the Ninjago movie sets, because it is like I think my single favorite line to have ever come, like Lego themed line to have ever come from Lego. So it always feels good being able to build these next ones. If I can get away with it, I'll build all 4 of the new ones if I can. Here we go. What do I think about the Avengers? I mean, the MCU is nice. I think it's had its run. I'll be really curious to see what happens though when they do Infinity War. Will they finish the Avengers movies series? I think it's too lucrative for them to stop making movies. I feel like some of that pizzazz is starting to drain away, or has drained away, and I don't know. For me, I don't get as excited now about the Avengers movies. I remember Iron Man came out. That was amazing. Like when it first came out, I loved it so much. But now it doesn't feel the same. It's just me. Like I saw Thor and I was like, I don't know. I wasn't that into Thor. Not gonna lie. Hey Jack, are you streaming a set tomorrow? If so, what would it be? Well, we're working on some custom stuff still. There's a few parts that I unfortunately didn't order enough of to finish off the AT-ACT, which is super disappointing. But possibly this week we could be starting the massive 2,000 piece build. Now the massive 2,000 piece build, first day of that build won't even be building, it'll just be organizing all those thousands of parts, which is it's just a necessary evil for taking on a project that big, because we have to have the parts organized if we want to build it in any reasonable amount of time. So that'll be something that happens. I've never actually tried to organize 12,000 pieces. We've never attempted. Nobody I know currently, like that I personally know. Like, I mean, of course I've met tons of designers that have built massive, way bigger projects than 12,000 pieces, but on a personal scale of just what I've done and the people I know have attempted, nobody I know has tried a 12,000 part build. So I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting. It'll be a learning experience, and you guys will be around for the ride. Almost done, by the way, with bag number 1. It's just the last couple of pieces right here. It really is like just the last couple. Okay. This and yep. This, by the way, is it. So that was number 1. This is bag 1. Out of 8, yeah, doesn't look like anything, right? And it looks like a lot of these pieces here. Let me just get these spares out. Just 3 spares. Looks like these pieces are kind of, you know, they're gonna, I think, all get covered up at some point. 6, 7, 8. This is 3, 5. There we go. 2. All right, bag number 2. This is gonna kind of finish off the beauty parts of the bag. Jack, how will I send you pictures? You can send us pictures, like for custom mocks. Sending pictures to the BrickVault fan mocks is a good email. And then we have a website where people might want to submit creations to try to sell in the web store. That doesn't actually have the option of uploading pictures directly on that website. We need to change that, but you can always like link pictures to like a Google Docs account if you're doing through our website. But if you just want to send fan mock creations, just BrickVaultFanMocks@gmail. Or if you can't remember that, just check out any of our top 10 mock creations episodes. And let me just move all that out of the way, get this back in front center form. Yeah, and you should be able to find that really, really quick. All right, let's get these minifigs built first, because we're building this crab guy. What the heck is his name again? What's the crab guy? Somebody tell me. Crusher. Yeah, we're building Crusher and Mike the Spike. Oh, and Mike the Spike has the same face print as the other guy. So this is Mike the Spike. Okay, see if I can find, I think the legs are the same, right? No, they're not. Believe it or not. The legs, they're almost the same. They changed one little thing about the detailing on the legs. Hardly even worth pointing out, but I will when we get there in 1 second. Crusher is cool. I like his headpiece. Let's get him built up here. Oh wait, oops. Let's get that armor piece on first. There we go. And the Crusher. Jack, I got the I Love New York Yoda. Congratulations. Yeah, we got one of those guys too from this sort of discount store. And then we had no like real way of knowing if he was real or not though. So like we have one, but I'm kind of like, I remember we made a video on it and I was like, I don't know. Like I don't know if this is the real deal or not. Because some guys sell the New York Yoda with like all the receipts from like that toy store down in you know, whatchamacallit, that big touristy spot in New York where they did the promotion. And like the original ones that come with those, like they cost so much money. I can't remember, but what the heck? Where's the spear? I know it's got to be in this. There it is. It was hiding. Yay, it's Jack. I love you. I like you better than Mike. Oh, snap. Don't let Mike hear you say that. Which Ninjago movie set is best value? Best value? Well, most of them are really good value. I mean, even like a bad value Ninjago movie set is better than like the average Star Wars or any licensed theme, but even any non-licensed theme like City, I still think it's a better value. So, yeah, I'm going to say, okay, so I just finished the minifigs here, by the way. These two guys are done. Crusher, come on, Crusher, get your head straight. Okay. He's got, these are spiky, or not spiky, rubbery, the opposite of spiky. Yeah. Anyways, I think they look all right. They're fine. The Shark Army minifigs are okay. They're nothing, I never consider them anything like too crazy or too special. It's mostly the vehicles that I just go nuts over. But best value, I have to look that up. It might be like the, you know, the bigger the sets, usually the slightly better value in terms of part to price ratio. So I don't know, I'm just guessing, but I'd have to check. Maybe the Lego Ninjago City set, maybe. I don't know though. I'm sure you can, actually you could probably just look it up on BrickSet or something, and they've got all the, they have all the prices right there next to all the different sets, and they also do part to price ratio if that's the way you like to look at value. Some people, when they think best value, they also put the consideration of like long-term collectability. Other people also like to think about rarity and size of parts, because Lego's actually pretty good about the weight of the set, not just the number of pieces, but the actual weight of the pieces is a factor in how they price sets as well. So I don't know. There's a lot more subjective qualities to being like, what's a good price? But in general, these are pretty amazing. Sasquatch, hey Jack, how big is the wheel in this set? It's massive, dude. So like, look at this. This has got to be the cockpit area where I'm sure these two studs is where Cole's gonna stand. Like, it's got to be, right? And then I'm sure there's gonna be a thing. Okay, I can't stand him. This is right. So this is Cole. This is the wheel. This is like, this is amazing. And it's squishy. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Thanks for the question. 4 minutes ago, Shadowcat followed. The Warlock Master Race has also followed on Twitch 15 minutes ago. GZ Warrior 20 minutes ago. Scotland K, oh my gosh, resubscribed for 5 months. Woohoo! I'm Trent, by the way. LOL. Oh, you are Trent. Scotland K and Trent, same, but different. I missed your resubscription until just now. Thank you for the 5-month subscription. Tier 3. All right, man. Thank you so much. And yeah, thank you again for that $25 donation as well. We really do appreciate it here at the studio. All right, let's get this thing back on. It really did amaze me though when I started building the set and I was looking up, because I just bought all of them and I like sometimes I don't like to look at the price when I buy stuff. If I know I'm gonna review it and I just know I want to review it, I'm just like, I'll just buy it. And then I'll look up the prices for when I'm doing the video, and I'll be like, is that how much I paid for it? That's what I did for this set. I was like, wow, this is cheaper than the Shark Army. This is cheaper than the Shark Army set. Sorry, the Garmadon set, but the one with the Shark Mech. Or it's not cheaper. It's $10 more expensive, but has 400 more pieces. So. Yeah, so the part to price is like incredibly better on this set. Even though the Garmadon set is actually still pretty decently priced because it came with a really cool side build and had 6 minifigures, 2 exclusives where this one has 5, and I think at least 2 exclusives also. So, anywho's, yeah. Jack, have you been to England? No, I have not been to England. I would love to go to England at some point, though. I would love to go everywhere at some point. That would be pretty sweet. Have you seen the new Black Panther sets? If so, do you like them? For just a smidgen, for just a second. And yeah, they look all right. Nothing jumped out at me as like going to be groundbreaking. But they looked all right for sure. I'm down. I want to get the jet one. I think the build for the jet actually looks all right. I can't remember the name of that jet from the set. The jet from the set, but yeah, that one looked cool. Let's see now. Oh, got it. Okay. And we have it all. Okay, sticker time. Everybody line up for the stickers. These are pretty much the only small stickers. In fact, they are the only small stickers. Not a fan of the small stickers, but did you see the Infinity War trailer? Yes, I did. And yeah, I mean, I hope it's good. I hope so. I'm just really curious to see, it's like, what are they gonna do after Infinity War? Is this gonna be like the end of Marvel as we know it? I don't know. Yeah, I try to read as many questions as possible. Jack, today I got the Lego Technic RC Track Racer with power functions, but it's so overpriced because of that. Oh, is it really? Well, yeah. I mean, power functions in any Lego, there's no cheap power functions Lego set, I would say. Jack, you should build a full-scale Lego guitar for your office. Maybe. I mean, that'd be something that if I had like a really close affinity, like I was really into guitar or something. Like I used to play it a bit, just like for fun, when I was younger. But then, you know, I haven't touched a guitar in forever, and I completely forgot how to play. I picked up a guitar when I was on vacation, somebody's guitar, and like was trying to strum around, and was like, wow, I really totally forgot how to do this. Like I hadn't touched it forever. So, I don't know if I'd be building something that would have not the same kind of. Ooh, okay, so this might be the. Oh, I think this is the kind of the like sort of groin protector piece that kind of flips out, because they always look like samurai armor. Like, this is what I think is that part. I think. I don't know. I don't know for sure. I'm gonna zoom this out just a little bit, just because it's a little dark, slightly more claustrophobic. Hello! Currently working on the Technic Porsche motorized. That is ambitious. Absolutely doable. The more custom building I see people do in Technic, the more I realize, like, there's Technic, like, you can do anything in Technic. Yeah, there have been some crazy cool. Okay, this is something that I looked at. Here's some custom print, not custom, exclusive, I should say, exclusive printed pieces. I just zoomed out. Perfect time to zoom right back in. So these are some turntables, and I think it's like the way Cole controls the mech. I didn't see the movie. You guys might actually know this if you saw the movie, but this is where Cole actually controls. Like, instead of a control console panel, he's got two records that I suppose he scratches. Anyways, I've seen the movie. And he puts them on these, the little rotations things, so they actually spin. So the records actually spin. Nice touch. I thought they were just going to be stationary on the top, but no, it goes a little bit further than that. That's kind of cool. So that's nice. You can just stick them on right there, and they actually kind of bump into each other a little bit, sort of. Anyways, yeah, so you can, I don't know. I'm not a good. Jack, have you seen the Marvel trailer? Yes. And it looks cool. Mike, which Ninjago... Mike? I am not Mike. Which Ninjago wave other than the movie wave is your favorite? Okay, which Ninjago wave other than the movie wave? I liked the... I wasn't a fan of that undead theme with, like, the bright lime green coloration for all the guys and all the builds and stuff. But there was one that came out before. I liked the skeleton. Which one was that? That wasn't rebooted, was it? Ninjroids had some good sets, but the Ninjroid figs themselves weren't that cool. I liked the ones where everybody were just like bigger skeletons. That was like one of the first waves. There were some cool sets from that. I can't, honestly, I haven't been paying attention that closely though to Ninjago stuff, so can't remember the name. Was that the first? Is that the first season of Ninjago? I don't even know. Because I wasn't paying attention to Ninjago stuff when it first came out, like, at all. He did control the mech by the records. Thank you. Thank you. Bents. Lego 2, please notice me. Hello. I noticed that. How many steps? Steps in the set? Let's see. We're on step number 60. I just did... Hold on, let me not distract myself because I was supposed to add this in the front. Okay, that was step number 63, and there's 150 pages? It's 151, 155, 157 pages, but the last step actually ends on 54, being 322 steps. That's how many steps this set is. Which is somewhat of an indicator of how much building goes into a build, but I mean, sometimes a manual will say, okay, step 25 will be add one little piece, and then step 26 will be like add 50 pieces or something. So it's kind of a relative. I wonder what the average parts per step logic is. I don't know. I'd actually be curious to know what that is. Maybe somebody's probably crunched the numbers. I just haven't bothered to research it myself. Pilot skeletons. Is that from the Ninjago line that I like? Hey Jack, would you like to see my mock for the Rick and Morty garage? Yes, Reese. Yes, please send it to the BrickVault Fan Mocks email. All right, anything Rick and Morty Lego, let's do it. I'm all about it. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Got some Technic pieces coming in here. I don't know exactly what I'm putting together now. This, I think, is the top part of the head, though, if I had to guess. Oh, yeah, it's got to be, because we're about to add the windshield. What's your favorite mech of all Ninjago movie mechs? Green Ninja Mech Dragon, for sure. That one's a kind of easier question for me to answer. I just love the dragon. I think it looks so good. And I can't remember who, but there was somebody who custom built the larger version of the dragon, and it looked so good. It looked so good. It was amazing. Yeah, there's some really good builds. Where the heck is this gonna go? Where the heck? Okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. I was right in front of me. Jack, did you review the Alien Conquest set, the Earth Defense Truck? We did not review it. That was a set that we had from forever ago that we have. But we never reviewed it because it was something that we had long before the channel ever became a channel. That was just a set that we had. Okay, is this... What the heck? Oh my gosh, put that in the wrong spot. This... I see. Am I doing this right? Yes. Okay, so this is going to go here on the top, and then this is going to go here. Oh, and keep it all in place. That is... Okay, I don't know if you can see this cockpit piece. Sorry, let's let that focus. This cockpit piece is held on by 2 studs, barely. It's barely there. I mean, it's in, but it's not something that I would call really strong. And then this particular bit of building, that little brown tile piece, when you add it in, when you get it, come on, there we go. When you get that added in, that tile piece actually acts as a wedge. Now you can't pull this thing out. Now this thing's really solid. Even though it's only held in by 2 studs, this tile piece is up against the back wall of this windscreen, and it makes that like a super solid connection. That's really clever. That's really clever. It was not it's probably, so far I feel like that's the cleverest little trick that I've noticed. Even though this thing, it looks like it shouldn't be able to stand up straight, so there's probably going to be some interesting techniques the further down we go. That's the coolest thing I've encountered so far. And here we go. This is the main bit right here. So this is what we're sort of waiting for. This is the windscreen, and this is the whole part. Whoa. And this is also a really interesting connection. So we've got our little handle clips. They're going to actually stick right into these stud openings. And there we go. And you can push it all the way down. This thing wants to kind of pop up, though, which makes me think I might have pushed it in a little too deep. Ah! Let's pull these out slightly, and then maybe the cockpit should be able to go flush. That's my guess. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so there's the cockpit. These little bricks kind of match up here. Interesting. So there's like sort of like different window variation levels of sort of reinforcement. He has a lot of peripheral vision here, and it kind of opens up in a somewhat unconventional way at the top. That looks kind of cool. I like that. All right, let's make it look a little cooler. Jack, there's an exclusive Technic piece which has a 40 years of Technic print. Yes. Like pretty much an entire wave of Technic pieces came out with that part that you're talking about. I think we got a couple of those because we got a few of the sets from that wave. Most memorable, I think, was the BMW bike. I really liked that BMW bike. That's a Technic set that's not getting parted down in my book. So, yeah. I love Lego. Awesome, Robin. This set looks pretty nice. That is an odd mounting. You mean for the for this? Yeah, it is. It is super odd, but honestly, works pretty well. It works pretty well. Yeah. There's a couple of building techniques right in there, right at the end there for the cockpit that actually kind of, I think, really worked. And then these ones pop in here. These are a couple of nice little sort of lights. They kind of look like eyes. There's some light pieces, and we're just about at the end right here. Oh my gosh, wait. Wait, everybody freeze. Nobody move. I skipped that. That's a 1x4 tile. I'm looking at bag number 3. And yeah, there's gotta be, where the, oh, I already see where it goes. Right? Yeah, I see where it goes. It goes right there. Okay. JK LOL. Found it. Now let's make this samurai detailing. I love Lego. I love your live streams. Thank you, Kyle. What set are you most excited for? Well, you know, 2018 is coming up. I mean, the Star Wars sets obviously are going to be great. I mean, I'm just going to be looking forward to just forever. Like of course, the training set with Luke and Rey is going to be great. I know some people aren't really looking forward to the what's the name of that new planet where they're going to have that big battle? Crate. There's the crate battle with like that the sky speeder. I can't remember. That one looks cool just because I kind of like that ship from the trailer. Even though the build looks like sort of an awkward B-wing, I'm looking forward to that set. There's a lot of things I'm looking forward to. A lot of things. Kablam! To be perfectly honest, it's Lego Batman movie and Star Wars for the next wave for me. Is Mike your brother or your friend? Mike is my friend. He's got a very thick Polish accent. I guess he could still be my brother, but it would have been like he would have had to have grown up in a different country in order for him to have that accent and still work. Cool. Here's our first really exclusive guy. It's possible that maybe 1 or 2 of these figs came with like different face or head prints. So, like maybe these guys are exclusive just by combination of pieces, but this is our first exclusively printed minifigure for this set, so he probably will remain exclusive just to this set. I have a feeling. It is, what is his name? Finley? What was his, he had a first name too. What's his name? Fred Finley. Slightly bit of alliteration. I was messing up on the words. Jack, do you think that piece is going to be worth money? Yeah, I mean, it depends. It depends. You know, it depends on how long the collectability longevity sort of lasts for this line. Sometimes there's exclusive parts, but the exclusive parts belong to things that aren't like either that useful for custom building or people aren't really that into the collectability of a certain franchise or a certain theme. And then something that is super exclusive might end up not being super collectible. There is no guaranteed science on whether something's going to really be worth a lot. There's a few that are pretty obvious, but sometimes some things are worth a lot later down the line, and other times they're simply not. Okay, here we go. Fred Finley. Easy enough to put together. He's only got the one expression. And there, he's got the old school minifigure hairpiece too. Let's get that face a little bit forward. I think his print for the torso piece is exclusive. If it is, the thing that really pops out is the little microphone that he's got clipped to his collar. You can see that. Other than that, that's Fred Finley. An exclusive guy, but in all earnesty, not that exciting of a minifig. I feel like news reporters were such a common fig to come out. You know, they've just classically been a really common fig to come out. Okay, so it looks like number 3 is just its own arm, and then number 4 is going to be pretty much an opposite sort of duplicate copy. That's what it looks like. What Lego Star set do you want Lego to remake as a set? You want the Jango Fett Slave? Yeah, that would be good. That would be a good one to remake. I mean, Cloud City. That's the most immediate answer for me if they were to remake anything. Cloud City, Cloud City, Cloud City. And then new sets would be, you know, actually, I just had this episode come out yesterday for the top 10 mocks, but these two guys built a giant scene around the, you know, Luke, I'm your father, or no, I'm your father scene. And, you know, and Luke's like, no! That would be a really good set that Lego should do, and eventually will do. It's just so strange that they haven't. Like, I just wonder why they never did that. It doesn't have to be a big set, you know, just the little sort of bridge arm that sticks out, and yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like there's no reason why they haven't done it yet. They just never got around to it. Found the instructions online for a wicked old set, built it with my own pieces. It was weird because of how old the techniques were. Yeah, some of the old techniques, I mean, essentially a lot of the older stuff is just not nearly as sophisticated. It's not as strong. Yeah. Nowadays, there's just so many cool new ways to put stuff together, and people are constantly finding new ways to make connections, and that's the coolest part about Lego is because they're making new stuff all the time, they can kind of what the heck? Oh, that's not the part I'm looking. I'm looking for the opposite version of that. Where? There. Yeah, so people are constantly figuring out. The designers are figuring out how to make new stuff all the time. Custom builders all around the world are figuring out how to make new connections. Yeah. Because also, however many years ago, 20, 30 years ago, the amount of people like seriously building with lots of Lego parts was much lower too. So there's just like a higher volume of people being creative with the pieces. So yeah, there's just more and more connections out now. Okay, that goes on this side. Where the heck? There we go. Sorry, I'm looking down for it. Welcome back. I finished the animation. Shall I email it to you? Yeah, go for it. Yeah, it might end up in like top 10 fan stuff or news or something. I don't know. I mean, I have to see it obviously, but yeah, obviously, if you made an animation with us in it, of course I want to see that. Okay, there we go. Why does that thing look funny? Let me just look at this. Did I add? I did. I added an extra part. This, I just assumed was going to go on the other side. It actually doesn't need to be there. What's your favorite mech of this series? Green Ninja Mech Dragon. Green Ninja Mech Dragon. That's an easy answer for me. I just love the look of the dragon. Let's get a sticker on there, guys. When I grow up, I want to be a Lego designer. Well, yeah, it's possible. I mean, they're always looking for people. Gotta bring your A game. I feel like people like to give Lego designers, like they always like to, like if a set comes out and it's not like as cool as they wanted it to be, they're like, what were the designers thinking? I feel bad because the designers, they have a lot of restrictions in terms, not like tons of restrictions, but like they'll have to build with like a certain kind of part, or they won't be allowed to use too many of a certain color or a certain part. Like there's production, you know, because they're building all this stuff from factories in mass quantity to make sets, so they have to be really on top of how efficient they are with pieces, or how they maybe should work in new parts to a set that otherwise wouldn't have them because they developed a new piece or something. So there's a lot more factors that go into making like a quality Lego set than just being like a general good builder with kind of whatever's around you. So mad props to the actual designers out there. I know I've heard people say, you should be a designer, Jack. I'm like, why? Like, just because I can build sets, like, and have done some tiny custom builds? Not compared to the big hitters. Those guys know what they're doing. Those guys, next level. The stream started an hour ago. Yes, the stream started 59 minutes and 52 seconds from the moment I said that. So yeah, it is pretty spot on, I would say. You've been subscribed for a year. Awesome. What's your favorite Star Wars set? Slave 1 or UCS Falcon. Both UCS sets. Okay, where did that go? Oh, there it is. I knew it. I knew they were around here somewhere. Hey, did you know that in 2 days Finland will be 100 years old? Really? But, okay, so like the country of Finland, like officially called Finland. But I always imagined that the culture of Finland is much more ancient than that. It's just the current sort of ruling group there, known as Finland. I did not know that. For some reason, I thought they would have, you know, an Independence Day or I don't know, an establishing holiday of like, you know, a 1,000 years or something. But you learn new things every day. Do you like stickers? Not in general. Jack, review the RC Tracked Racer, please. Maybe at some point, I don't know. It's not necessarily top on our list at the moment. There's a lot of new stuff coming out. Jack, what is your favorite LEGO set? So many of the same things. UCS Star Wars sets in general are my favorite LEGO sets. Let's see. Shadowcat 70 followed 30 minutes ago, along with the Warlock Master. Also followed. Welcome. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And is it just 5? No, it's 6. Where's the... Oh wait, I picked up 6. I picked up 6 and I only counted 5. What's wrong with me? Oops. Hi again. Hello. You are a good builder. Am I, Alfonso? Thank you. I mean, I am just following the instructions. But maybe I think because I've built so many sets, I might be building maybe slightly faster than some average building. I don't know, honestly. Because half the people that say, you're a good builder, I also see a lot of things like, I could go a lot faster, which honestly could still be the truth. I know people that don't build half as often as I do, but can build way faster. There just are people that are just faster. That's just a fact in life. But building sets has never really been about how fast you can do it. I mean, that's never really what you're thinking, I feel like, when you actually sit down to build a set. You're never sitting there like, ooh, I need to go fast. I never thought about that, at least. I'm only aware of it now because it gets pointed out so often on streams or during YouTube comments or something. So I'm like, oh yeah, I guess there is like a speed factor to the whole thing. But I don't know. It's not something I really ever thought about before starting the channel. Let's see. We are building up. This is an arm? Are you kidding? This is so huge. This is massive. It's kind of, I like that it's hollow though, because, well, I don't know, maybe it'll fill up with something, but it would be so heavy if this thing was just full of brick. Jack, his favorite themes, friends, elves, and Galador. Really, Brick Pooper? Really? Do you think those are my favorite themes? Okie day. Let's get this done. Alright. Looks like we're starting to get to the sort of top. Not top, but like, I think we're going to be closing this off in just a minute. think that's how it goes. Maybe not. Oh, these are like speakers. Jack, can you please give a shout out? Sorry, I don't do shout outs on request. Unfortunately, the chat, as soon as I start to do that, or if I ever start to do that, the chat becomes exclusively about shout outs, which kind of kills the conversation, sir. You are awesome, thank you. What's your favorite series of all time? The World Series? No, you mean collectible series, like for minifigs? I think that's what you meant by the question. I would say, I mean, I don't remember a lot of the specifics. Like, I just remember certain minifigs from certain series that I liked a lot. Like the Statue of Liberty was awesome. I liked the original Spartan Warrior. I don't know. I think that's what you meant by your question. Try to build old European building with no set instructions out of some parts. We've definitely built some old European buildings with instructions. I mean, nothing is undoable. You know what I kind of wanted to do was do a PUBG build, because I've played it a bit, and like I've seen it a lot on streaming, especially since starting to stream. Whoa, these are like, they look like speakers, but they're actually all flick missiles. Is that what's going on? Is this like a rocket pod? Very cool. Do you love the UCS Millennium Falcon? Yes. Yes, I do, BrickVault. In the future, we might be doing a UCS Falcon compared to like a custom UCS Falcon build, which would be really cool. I don't know if that's happening, but that would be sweet, because there are some really awesome custom builds of the UCS Falcon, which I still think look better than the Lego set. I still think custom builders, at the end of the day, have been able to put together cooler versions of the Falcon than what exists as the set. But yeah, I still love it. Don't get me wrong, it still looks awesome. What? Oh my gosh, wait a second. Is this going to be like 2 layers of rockets? Why do I feel like that's what's happening right now? Oops, I was about to put the wrong thing down. Good thing I did not. Do you like Stranger Things? Yes. Yes, I do. Show the Lego Technic BMW, please. You mean the bike? It's somewhere. It's kind of hidden away. I'll pick it up. Remind me at the end, and I'll pick it up and I'll show you guys. We also have a review of that. Anything that I say we've got in the studio, we've basically done an episode on. Pretty much. There it is. That's what's going on. And then this should all get attached again. What's going on, everybody? Okay, and the slope pieces. We should. This almost looks like a double layered, like a rocket pod, and then a second rocket pod will come out. I think that's what's happening here. Which, if that's the case, then awesome. Oh, it's not a second rocket pod. I see. I see. It still looks like the front edge of a speaker, but not an actual rocket pod that you can shoot out. So it looks the same. I almost have all Lego Stormtroopers. Awesome. Yeah, we need to do update videos. After this next big wave, the winter wave, I like to do update videos. Like, it would be sort of ideal to do update videos before the end of 2017. The problem is so many of those 2018 sets come out early that it's kind of like, what's the point in waiting? Or sorry, what's the point in doing it before the end of 2017 when, if I make a collection video, like, let's say right now, like every single Lego Batman, some people are already getting the next wave of Batman sets for 2018, so it feels weird to make like in every single blah 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 fig video without all of them when some people still have other ones. So I'm gonna wait until sort of like mid-January until to do all those other collection videos, which is going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. I like doing the updates because sometimes I make predictions about update videos or predictions about what's going to come next, and sometimes the predictions are correct or they're completely wrong, and I always get a kick out of that. If you watch like the original Batman collection video or like maybe the Batman display video, I can't remember what it is, but I said something like the Batman Zur NR is going to be like the craziest looking Batman minifigure ever, and they're like never going to make a crazier looking one. I said that, I'm pretty sure, in one of my old videos, and like I just watched that recently. I was like, wow, I was so wrong. It's completely wrong. What do you think of the new Lego Batman sets? I mean, I'm looking forward to the Bat Space Shuttle, but this is something people have not been saying, which I was looking forward to from the very first trailer. I remember when the first trailer came out, or something like that. I remember putting that in the news, where like, because they're doing all these crazy Bat vehicles, and I was like, you know what they need to do is they need to make the Bat kayak into a set. I thought they were going to do it as a poly bag, but you can get the Bat kayak in the Space Shuttle set. So I'm pretty happy. Once I saw that, I was like, all right, the Batman movie sets have officially like given me everything that I asked for. So I'm pretty happy and looking forward to. Ooh, so check that out. And then you open it up, bam, and then the bottom. So it looks like a huge half stack or like a fat, you know, like double-decker speakers. And then the bottom layer, I mean, I just pushed one out, but they're actually four flick missiles in the back. So you can just be like, bam, bam. I'm not very good at that. One of them just kind of popped out. I don't want to lose them right now, so just take my word for it. You can flick them a lot further than that. I don't like Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things. Yeah, no, that was, I like the show. I'm so surprised that my roommates didn't like it. They like hate. The weird thing was, it wasn't like, oh, I don't really like it. It was like they hated it. I was like, really? Like, okay, okay. You're entitled to your own opinions, but dang, man, it's harsh. Harsh. Okay, let's get a little bit more detailing. I was playing around with the functions, but it is going to look a little more smooth and sort of complete, a little cooler once we get all these other slope pieces on top. War's your favorite Lego movie? The Lego movie is my favorite. Have you extended the VIP only access to the Falcon, or can everyone buy it now? Have they extended it? Recently, a local Lego store of ours got a bunch of sets, but what they basically did is they got like 40 sets and then just called all the local people in their area that had registered to be on the wait list. And they called them in order and asked them to come down and pick up the set if they wanted it. I don't know. I mean, you could have been on the wait list without having to be a VIP, I'm pretty sure. I mean, the question is not whether or not they've allowed access to VIP. The fact is, the whole thing has been waitlisted, and there's like a ton of people on the wait list for that Falcon. So, what you want to do, I mean, I think Mike told me that, like, I'm not sure if you're able to even get on the wait list anymore, but what you want to do is just call your local Lego store or go online and just be like, can I get on the wait list? And you'll find out pretty quickly if you can or you can't. But I think that the wait list has been open, or was open, a long time ago. I know we put it in our news and stuff, but that was probably, yeah, it was a while ago. All right. This is interesting sort of details. What is, oh, it's going to go there. I see. It's kind of for the shoulder. Yep. Wait, what? Oh, I skipped that last step and was confused. All right, so this is all the detailing for the arm, right? Or I guess the shoulder cannons. These aren't even arms, which is crazy. It's just just it's just what attaches to the shoulder. It's like on a different level. That's nuts. So this is gonna go. Where's this gonna go? Oh, let's flip it upside down. Get everything looking spiffy. They will be extending it and working to build up enough stock for general release, kind of like the Saturn V rocket. Okay, thank you, Scotland K. So that is to answer the question that was posed earlier about whether or not non-VIP members could access or try to get the UCS Falcon. Boom. All right. Last couple of parts, and then we're pretty much, I think we're going to be repeating the same build for the next giant shoulder cannon on the other side, if I were to guess. Where's this going to attach to? Where's it going to go? Okay, so it wants to attach this way. Oh, interesting. So that's the first one. There might be, oh, and I think arms are going to attach to this. It's a little funny, this part, does this part stick? Oh yeah, this part just kind of sticks out. It makes it so you can't turn the arms inward the other way. So, comes up and down. I think the next bag is going to be the opposite. So that's cool. It's like a massive folding out. It's like a rocket pod. Once again, this is also a super similar build style to the old school mechs from like Mech Warrior. So I like that they're kind of building off of like the old mech. Like, you know, there's something in the word. There's something in the word mech that's different from the word Gundam. I hope so. I had to wait a couple months for my Saturn V. Oh, you're so lucky we don't have any Lego store where we live. Yeah, we do. We are pretty lucky here in California, especially Southern California. You know, it's Lego stores and Lego land too. So it's kind of double trouble. All right. So let's see how fast I can get through the second version of what is basically the exact same build. Stopping. By the way, in case anybody is joining the stream now, this is the Quake Mech Set number 70632. 12,002 parts, sells for 80 pounds, $90, or 80 euro. It comes with 5 minifigs. Boom. All right. I feel like I used to do that a lot more when I first started live streaming, saying sort of the logistics of what we were doing and, you know, the basics of the set. I honestly think this is, yeah, the part to price ratio is pretty decent here. I think one reason they get away with this one being a little cheaper is probably because it doesn't have any side builds. It's just the vehicle. Most vehicle sets still have usually a small side build. This one doesn't, but I mean, it is the highest part count for any of the mech vehicles, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I'm like 90% positive. You also trying to get the Falcon? You guys are trying to... Yeah, that's the hardest part, is talking your partner into justifying a giant Lego build. Not as easy as one might think. Actually, no, it's as hard as you probably imagine. You just sent the animation to me? All right, I will check it after the stream, obviously. Can't pick it out right now, but I will check it out. Okay, did I do this correctly? Oh, wait, I want to make sure I get this piece on. Okay. The hard sell is due to the size of it, and my son and I have Lego everywhere with no one dedicated room. That's the hard thing. I remember seeing an article on Brick Set specifically dedicated to what the heck you're going to do with your UCS Falcon. And I think the most common thing or popular idea was getting like a glass coffee table. And so like it's like a centerpiece in like your living room or something as the coffee table, totally glass, and then you've got the Falcon like in the table. So it's still part of your furniture or something. That was I think sort of one of the more trending ideas. Somebody did it a long time ago, and that was just what they were talking about. But yeah, it's hard. That's half the battle. Like we've got the Taj Mahal now in our studio, and it's like somewhat kind of hidden away, not hidden away, but it's just like on a display shelf, but kind of like in the corner. And I feel bad just because it's like it's an amazing set, but unfortunately just doesn't have I think the proper place for how amazing the set is. It should occupy a nicer space in the studio. Ooh, there we go. So Quake Mech, boom, and there we go. So this is actually going to say Quake. By the way, BrickVault, did you get the parts for the Falcon stand? We did. You know what? I'm kind of kicking myself because I should have got them in black. I know the original build comes in like light gray, and I just ordered them directly from the LDD file. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, should have done it in black. Because all the other stands are in black, and I really think it looks better in black. But I haven't built it yet. I'm a little bit nervous. I hope it doesn't, like, I don't mess it up or something. It's such a huge build that I feel like if I messed around with the whatchamacallit, the stand, and I picked it up the wrong way, or it didn't set into the proper pieces the right way, we'd have some trouble on our hands. I don't want to be dropping the UCS Falcon anytime soon. I don't think I will. I have to work up the courage. Because once you build something and you kind of set it down, you're like, all right, I'm done. You get nervous picking something back up again. Jack, hey Jack, I sent the Rick and Morty garage pictures. Awesome. Awesome, Reese. I will check those out also once the stream is done, McFunzo. And some people are leaving the stream. See you guys later. And if you're new to the stream, welcome. Oh, dang, great idea. Yeah, you're going to get LED lights for the, yeah, that's one thing. This thing is really good for modifying LED. There's a lot of space in the back. There's a lot of space. I remember putting it together and being like, this is meant to be messed with. You know, like it's meant to be lit up properly. But yeah, an asteroid field, that's a new idea. I haven't heard the asteroid field idea for the Falcon display. That actually sounds really good. That's something that we should do. I was thinking if we do an expansion for the studio, if we ever did, it'd be awesome to have a room dedicated to just giant Lego Star Wars builds, because that's what we keep on doing here. It's not even like by intention, not really. We just like, hey, wouldn't this be a cool build? Oh, I guess that's another big Lego Star Wars build we're doing. But that would be cool to have like a giant room dedicated to like a massive diorama. And it would also be an incentive to jump back on the Tantive project. Who knows if that's going to happen. You're no Pickerick. Jack is Pickerick. Okay. Toys R Us in UK is shutting down. You mean like the entire Toys R Us franchise in the UK is shutting down? Because I heard that like certain locations are, but this is if you're saying that it's all shutting down, that's the first I'm hearing of it. I hope that's not the case. It's crazy, man. I can't remember who did this video, but somebody put up a video talking about how like Lego, just like the word Lego is getting less like Google hits, like less people are searching Lego related things, and like a bunch of digital media is sort of jumping up in what's being searched for. I think that might have been a Brick Show episode, but like it's pretty revealing. I mean, if that is indeed what's happening, that like digital media is starting to get like, you know, because Lego's like was losing some sales and stuff. I was like, man, oh man, I hope it's just like a phase, a fad. I hope it's not like going to be some really big ongoing trend. Only time will tell. Where's the mods? Have you guys done any Lego architecture reviews? A handful. It's obviously, if you look through our general review playlist, it's definitely not like our bread and butter, but yeah, we've done some Skyline reviews, like New York and Germany, or Berlin. The Germany Skyline. No, Berlin and Venice. And then I think just a couple others. The Lego house, that's a really cool one. So many awesome colors in that. Okay. Yeah, this is all starting to seem kind of familiar now that I'm putting this stuff together. Because this is it's just an opposite side. Come on. Sorry, I'm looking down at these things. What is your favorite set for Lego Batman and Lego Ninjago? I don't know. There's so many good, I mean, there's a lot of good sets out there. I kind of like some of the classic sort of original Batman content sets from like the, you know, the DC superheroes line, as opposed to maybe the Lego Batman movie. It's some of my all-time favorites. Whereas Ninjago, my all-time favorites come from the Lego Ninjago movie line. Nice giant Hoth battle in one corner, Destroyer Death Star space battle in the other. It sounds like a big coffee table, or a big, whatever display that is, it's big. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a ton of favorites, or least favorites. Are you going to see the Star Wars on the 14th? Wait. I thought it comes out on the 15th. No, I actually have tickets for, I think, like the 16th or the 17th. By the time I knew they were on sale, like all the seats for the first day and like the second day were sold out. So I think I've got it on the 16th or the 17th. I can't remember. So what I'm gonna do basically, you know what's funny is I was honestly considering it, because I'm not like a super big like spoilers, I'm gonna freak out sort of thing, but I prefer it. I prefer to not be spoiled, and I feel like this particular movie, this is the movie where they're gonna have some big reveals, I think, about, you know, sort of the origins of a lot of the evil characters. I don't know. They're like you're gonna learn like a lot of the stuff about the universe of the story in this movie, probably more than the other two. So I would rather not be spoiled. And I know I did this for the first movie when it came, or for episode 9 when it came out, Force Awakens. I actually I didn't read any YouTube comments on anything for like probably like 3 days before the movie came out, because some people were already kind of doing spoilery reviews, because, you know, reviewers get to see it early and stuff. And then people would see the spoiler reviews, and then they would try to troll people in YouTube sections, like comment sections. So like what I basically just didn't read any YouTube comments for like almost a half a week before the first movie came out. And I feel like if I did a stream, then people would see that. I felt really bad because it's like my brother, or like my brother's friend, was just watching like a YouTube thing, and he's like watching a stream or something, and he got completely spoiled on the first movie. And he texted us and was like, "Don't go online." Like, don't read. He's like, "Don't go on Reddit." Like, you know, people will try to upvote like spoilery title things. Like, it's like, don't do any of that stuff. So yeah, if I'm seeing the movie like 2 days after release, like, I've got to be super careful. That's just me. Hey Jack, can you let me know if my if you like my Rick and Morty garage? Yeah, I will. I will let you know. If you send it to me via email, yeah, I'll email you back for sure. 15th in Belgium. It releases on the 13th. It releases early everywhere. I don't know. That's just like the general rule for a lot of big US titles. It'll release early in a lot of other countries, which is kind of annoying if you live in the US, because people are like, "Hey, I saw your movie." It was nice when I wasn't living in the US though, and I got to see stuff early. Let's see. This is almost. We're almost there with the main bit of the function. Let's see. That comes around. Okay, yeah. This is all familiar territory now. Do you think LEGO should make a UCS Luke's land speeder or UCS Republic gunship? Ooh. Land speeder is like kind of cool and classic and a little like quaint or something. I don't know what to call it. But the gunship, I mean, those were awesome. Those were awesome sets. I wonder how big could they make the gunship though. Because we've got one of the. It's not the original gunship. I think it might be the second version. It's kind of just behind this rig. It's cool. I really like it. I still think it's a great playset. Like even now. But I'm wondering, and it's also a decent size. If they were to make a UCS version of it, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It would probably have to be the size of maybe like the Imperial shuttle or something. It'd be huge. Okay, here we go. Did I just skip I totally did. I always skip a step and then I look at the next page being like, why does this look different? Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is just the last few steps. Sorry if I'm going slow, guys. I am trying to look up at the chat as much as possible. What do you think of the new Lego Batman outfits in the Bat spaceship? There's that one with the golden sort of space suit piece. I think that looks so cool. It's really simple and kind of like, you know, it's always goofy, but I think that one looks really good with the spaceship, where he's just kind of like, he's got the sort of space suit build for his body. That one looks really cool. And I like that they're doing the original Rastafarian Batman suit, which is what Robin's suit actually is in the movie. That's also kind of cool. The suits are ridiculous. They're awesome. I don't understand how or why they got that idea to just like make Batman in a million different minifig forms, but it's genius. It's totally pandering to like the audience that just absolutely loves Batman, but I'm one of those people, so I love it. All right. Okay. And this detailing is pretty much there. I think that's it for the shoulder, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. So we're good. We good? We good. Okay. Let's get some more stuff at the bottom. This is gonna seal everything off and then also allow for this is where the whatchamacallums, the arms are going to attach right there. Yep, we're done with this bag. This one went faster than the first one. Do you know anything about the Lego Avengers Infinity War sets? Yeah, the leak for the description of those sets came out a while back, and I'm not going to link back to it. I remember talking about it. Usually when a big leak comes out super early, LEGO kind of asks people to sort of hold off on talking about it. So we never actually talked about it, but it's there. It's happening. Why do I feel... Oh, I get it. This would go back this way, and then you twist it through. Okay, so there we go. What the heck does any... If I just saw this, I wouldn't even know what the heck I was looking at. Okay, nice. Awesome. Okay, so bag 5 is building both of the arms because they're a bit smaller. So that's nice. What? This is both arms? Bag 5 is not that big. What bat spaceship? It's the bat, yeah, it's like a space shuttle. It looks just like a space shuttle, but it's black, which in and of itself is already really cool. Like, I just love that that's already a thing. What's up, guys? What do you think about the new Mighty Micros 2018 sets? Meh. There's a couple that I like. They're already doing some repeats, which is annoying. Because they did repeats last time. There's a couple. I can't remember all of the ones that are there now that I'm thinking about it. But I remember seeing it and being like, meh, alright. Like, I'm looking forward to maybe half of them. And then the other half, I'm just kind of like, okay. But I'd have to look at the pictures again. It was a long time ago. Because some of the leaks that we're talking about came out like a really long time ago. And I don't have the greatest memory. I'll look at it once, talk about it once, and then, you know, 6 weeks later, I might not remember the specific details. Ah, okay, so here we go. We're actually building onto this guy right now, which I was not expecting we'd be doing. Love that this is 360-degree rotation, by the way. That's a nice feature. Okay, so this, right, we good? Okay. Ah, here we go. I think. No. Where's this attaching to? Why does this feel incorrect? This doesn't make any sense. Let me look at this from another angle. Oh my gosh, that's annoying. I thought I built it wrong, but the manual is set up in a way. Sorry, I got really distracted. The manual is set up in a way where I think this L piece. Gosh, you can't even see that. I thought this L piece, the hole there, where my pointer finger is, I thought it matched up with that opening, but it doesn't. It actually just overlaps it, but it's at an angle where if you look close enough, you'll see that it's just actually not matched up, but okay. Anyways, that's what was happening. Okay. All right. That's annoying. Crisis averted, everybody. Okay, let's get all these L pieces back on now. I know there's another one. There it is. Do you like brickheads? Yes, I do. I think there's more to making a good-looking brickheads fig than some might consider. Initially consider. I think there's actually a decent amount of skill that goes into creating a very accurate brickheads fig, or creating a really sort of like recognizable small feature. Sometimes it takes actually a lot of clever little building techniques. Do you like the new Black Panther 2018 sets coming out? Yeah, I mean, yeah, they look fine. There's nothing too crazy. When I saw them, I wasn't like, Whoa! I was like, oh, cool. All right, sweet. Got some cool new minifigs coming, and yeah, they look all right. 3. I almost feel the same way about the Black Panther sets as I do about the general MCU universe. They're like, okay, it's all right. It's all right. Let's see what's coming next. But I never just go like, oh my god, it's amazing. Whoa. It is Jack, not you. Hello. Paddington 2. Hey Jack, sorry I missed the stream. Oh, no problems. We're still good. I think we're about probably a little over halfway. I would say so. We're adding a bunch of these preliminary push pins. I always like pushing the Technic pins in halfway because it means you're gonna, this is where the arms are gonna attach. So as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna build some arm pieces, and we're gonna get, I think probably like the, I suppose the shoulder joint, it's part of the joint, I guess, attached in. So let's get that built out. Maybe spread out these parts a little bit more so you can actually find what we're looking for. What are we looking for? Looking for 2 of these. Looking for 2 of these. 4 are these guys. Need 1 more. 4. What else? And a couple of these. All right, easy. Hey, can I please be a mod? No, we're not looking for any more new mods. Thank you, though. They should do a Brickhead Batman. They've done 2 Brickheads Batman. They did one for San Diego Comic-Con, and they also did one for the Lego Batman movie figures. I think they did 4 of those guys. And from what I can tell, I don't think the Lego Batman movie Brickheads figures sold that well. Because some of them are already getting discontinued, which is very quick. Like, it's a very fast way to discontinue something because they haven't been out for a huge amount of time. And okay, but yeah, they already made 2 versions. Are you spelling my name incorrectly on purpose? England is my city? Because I feel like you are. Because wait, you corrected it. Okay, come on. Jack, what do you think if Lego made a Series 2 for Disney? First of all, I think it shouldn't even be a question of if. It's crazy that they haven't already done it. Because it's like, they built Cinderella's castle. I mean, the Disney castle is essentially Cinderella's castle. And they didn't make Cinderella as a collectible fig. And I'm like, she's not in the castle set. She's not in the collectible series set. Okay, they have to be making a Series 2. And they just haven't announced a Series 2 yet. And I find that so strange. Like, I guarantee you that the original, I mean, I don't know if I can, I'm 90% positive that the collectible minifigure series for Disney minifigs for Lego, I bet they sold really well. Like, I'm really surprised that they haven't announced the 2nd series yet. I'm sure it's got to be coming. It's got to be. But obviously, yeah, we need Cinderella. I mean, just in terms of, like, we need to knock out some more classic figures. But it would also be cool to get some... Personally, I think we should get Cusco and Yzma. Those would be my absolute number 1 and 2 picks for collectible minifigures coming from the Disney collectible minifigure series. If you haven't seen The Emperor's New Groove, man, such a good movie. Jack, do you think Lego should make non-Star Wars UCS sets? And is the AT-AT done? The AT-AT is done. The AT-ACT is not done, but we're waiting on a few more pieces from Bricklink orders to finish off the legs. It's basically done. We just can't put... we can't build the feet. So we can't stand the whole thing up, you know. If you don't have the feet done, then you gotta, you know, you have to wait to put everything else on. So, yeah, we're pretty much there with both of those builds. And in like a week or so, we should have some edited review videos for both of those things. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Hey, can you show the Cole minifigure again? You can't see it. He's the same Cole as the other Coles. This is Cole. He's got, well, I'm not gonna bother. I'll show his expressions and stuff, but he should be the exact same Cole that comes in any of the other Lego Ninjago movie sets. I haven't picked out the rest of the collection. I'm like 99% positive. They did the same thing with all the other ones, all the other main ninjas. They didn't really change up their look between sort of the standard sets. Sorry, Jack. All right, here we go. Are we done with this? Okay. Now we're really building this thing up. We need 8 of these. Basically, I'm sure it's all of these elbow pieces. Don't forget Treasure Planet. Treasure Planet was all right. Yeah. Emperor's New Groove. Emperor's New Groove, guys. It's all about Emperor's New Groove. They should have 4. If they had 4 minifigs from Emperor's New Groove, it would have to be Kronk, because they do them in pairs. I don't know who the 4th character would be. I don't know. You guys can answer that in the comment section below. No idea. Or it would be a really funny minifigure pair to have like Angel Kronk and Devil Kronk. That would be good. Sorry, I just love that movie so much. If I start talking about it, I'll just keep going. What franchise or series would you like to see in Lego form? I would like to see them try out a Nintendo theme. So many good characters that come from Nintendo. And not only with the minifigs, I mean, like obviously minifigs of, you know, Mario and Yoshi and Zelda, you know, like just so many good ones. Not only would that be cool, but I mean, the sets I think would have like a lot of really good stuff. You could do so much with the different sets based on levels within certain games or whatever. You could probably make some really fun, weird, creative play functions. I'm telling you, like a Zelda-themed Lego line would be awesome. Just my own, I don't know. I have no idea if that's like what a lot of people would want. Lego should make stuff that they think that you know, they should follow what the majority of people like. I mean, I like stuff, but that doesn't mean other people are gonna like it too. Why does that look funny? Oh, okay. Kronk's squirrel should be the 4th one. Squeaker, squeakums. Yeah, maybe Kronk's squirrel. Yeah, it's not bad. I also like the cat version of Yzma too. Is that my voice? I hope new Lego Groot will be normal minifigure because he is teenage Groot now. That'd be cool. I'd be down. Yeah. And the Groot buildable fig is really not good. He wasn't a good fig. He looks so awkward. Okay, and we're just closing off the arms. Do I like the 2018 net shooter? I've only seen pictures of it. I'm sure it's probably got a better play function than the old net shooter. The old net shooter is kind of annoying. It works. You just have to know. You just have to know how to work it without getting frustrated. So I bet it works better, but I don't know. I haven't seen it yet in person. I mean, it looks a little cooler. I think it looks cooler than the original net shooter. And I actually kind of want to see how they. Whoa! Here we go. We're gonna start. So this is. Look at this. These are the most. What did I just build? They're just like regular cylinders. So what makes up the arms. They're hollow though, and I think that's probably totally necessary for the way these guys are set up. Oh my gosh. So much gold. There's one. And just maybe if I pick up all the gold pieces first, it'll be faster, maybe? I don't know. Do you wish there was Fantastic Four? You know what? I never got into the Fantastic Four that much. They kept on trying to make movies off of them, and they just kept on not doing well. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think the superpowers themselves are cool, but something about maybe just the name, the Fantastic Four. I just never got into it. Favorite minifig so far from all sets. Your favorite is Deadpool. Let's see. Let's get these built on. I have no idea. I always like to say sort of random ones. Like my go-to is always Max Rebo. He's that blue elephant guy from Star Wars. Just because he's such a weird character, just in general. I do not know. I'm really curious to see what there's that new character DJ in the next Star Wars movie that's played by what's his name? It's played by Guillermo del Toro. And I hope he's a good character. Because I heard like a story about an old character that was supposed to be in a Star Wars video game named DJ Dart that never got made. And I was like, maybe that's supposed to be like sort of a reference or a throwback. Oh, this is cool. This is just kind of like some cool detailing on the side of the arm. That actually looks cool. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. And is this a ×2? I just want to make sure this is a ×2. Oh no, well, kind of yes and no. They have to be opposite sides, so I'll build them one at a time, but they're pretty much the same. Jack, how much is worth the 2006 Hoth X-Wing? I have no idea. Look it up. Look it up. I'm sure if you literally typed in the same thing, except you deleted my name Jack at the beginning of that question into Google, you could probably find the answer pretty quick. I don't know. Wow, all those golden jumper pieces, just so they can be mostly covered up by this other spot. That's interesting. Okay. Let's get this next one built. It's the exact same thing. Almost. Lego will take over the world of best toys. Has anyone heard of Vader Lug? No, I have not. Oh, you didn't answer my question about the non-Star Wars UCS sets? I have no idea. It's interesting because people kind of consider the Tumbler sort of a non-Star Wars UCS set, as well as like the Helicarrier, which is essentially retired now. So, I think they kind of have already done that a little bit with certain sets. I think they already have made other non-UCS Star Wars sets. Those are the two spares. Moving on to bag number 6. Here we go. This is the beginning of the descent. Is this really how his arms are? No, he's got fingers. Oh, we're building fingers right now. Okay. This is the base for his hands. Ah, I see. So all these clip pieces are where his hands are going to go. I'll zoom that in a little bit. Iron Man, in my opinion, is the best one in the MCU. Oh yeah, he kind of started the modern MCU movies with Iron Man 1. Okay, I'm gonna move that off to the side because it's a little easier for me to build from this direction. Okay. Does Lego make Venom movie 2018 sets? That would be awesome, Reed. Venom is my favorite villain of any Marvel villain. He's my favorite. So I hope they do. And I also hope that they make Venom an actual good villain. Like, as in good to watch. He better be super evil. So, anyways, yeah. I hope they make that the right way. The right way I want. Okay. Venom is so cool. I would love to see, like, final stage Venom when he's in his most powerful form go up against the Hulk. Because Venom gets, I mean, he does not get as strong as the Hulk. He doesn't. I'm not going to say he does, but he gets huge and he gets really strong. And it would be cool to see those two go head to head. I don't think he would ever beat the Hulk, but he would be a tough opponent for sure. When Venom is like in his all-out best form. Okay, so we just built out the thumb. So these are two little thumbs. I don't know. Well, you can see that. I want to, like, the light is as bright as you can get, but just built two little thumbs that pose in. They don't even pose in harsher than a 90-degree angle, but what do I know? Okay, and then all the rest of the fingers are exactly the same. Do it times 6. Okay. It's almost the exact, I could have just done that 8 times. It's the exact same build for the normal thumb. Does Lego make, Jack, how many bags are in this set? There are 8, and I just opened up bag number 6. So we're getting there. 2 hours in, not too bad. I'm trying to go decently fast, not like super long. All right. How many bags? Sorry. Do you know that Han Solo movie is coming in 2018? I think that's what I heard. Oh, maybe it was 19. I don't remember. Oh, no. It should be coming around the same time. Like, Disney likes to release, I think, 1 movie a year. I think that's what's going on, is they're going to be doing, like, every Christmas, they're going to be releasing a new Star Wars movie. I think that's what's sort of on the table. All right. I always notice that I get a lot more questions that are about Lego specifically. I mean, that makes sense, but sometimes I wish we get questions about, like, an anything but Lego question. I feel like that should be, we should have like anything but Lego time question. Maybe that's just a fantasy of mine. Oh, one more. There it is, it's hiding. Need to build 6 of these. This set is cool. This set is cool, honestly. I don't know what you guys can see right now. I'm building up the legs. Sorry, not the legs. The fingers. And the fingers look cool on the picture, so I'm hoping that they're as cool in real life as they look in the actual set picture. Non-Lego. How are the kids doing? Well, I don't have any kids, Mr. Teddy. But they're doing fine. Thanks for asking. Oh, here we go. Favorite food. Korean food, man. Love Korean food. So many good different kinds of Korean food out there. Awesome stews and barbecues and all that stuff. Big fan. Highly recommend you guys get into Korean food. You will not regret it. It's usually healthy, sort of, but very tasty. All right. Do I have any other hobbies? Right now, I haven't been messing around too much with other hobbies, but I used to do like volleyball and Paintball was a big hobby of mine, and then it kind of died out. It's become airsoft now, which, I mean, airsoft's just kind of become more popular. Look at the expressiveness you can get in the fingers. They look pretty good, don't they? Sorry, let me just... They actually look really good. There's a lot of points of articulation. Let's have the test. Let's hold on. Let's see if you can hold on to Finley. Oh, no problems. Actually, it's pretty good. Yeah, you can hold on to the guys. This is one of the more flexible and articulate hand pieces, don't you think? Sorry, I know you asked a bunch of questions, but I have to get back into the build sometimes. I'm like, what is... That's so cool. The fingers are a little bit long, like they feel a little funny, but it works pretty well. And it doesn't actually close a full fist. This is as tight as any of the hands get. I just like the, you can kind of splay the fingers out a little bit and have them kind of bend out a little. It looks cool. It looks very expressive. All right. Okay, so I think, yeah, that's how the arms should be, like this. All right, so I'm gonna move that body off to the side, and, okay. What is this? Hold on. Let me just look down and make sure that this isn't supposed to be a ×2 or something. So it looks like a huge jointed piece. Well, it's not a ×2. Let me just look. Oh, I see. Okay, we're building sort of a big chunk that's going to end up attaching to these spikes, and that's going to start to kind of build the bottom half of this giant body. This looks so cool, by the way, from the top. If this had just like legs and stuff, this would be massive. This is 1,200 pieces, and they probably cut way down by having just a wheel and you know, like a little stand for it to kind of lean back. But if this had legs, this would be huge. This would be twice as big as Garmadon's mech, which is also like a big sort of black mech too. This would be twice as big. Sorry, I'm just like reveling at the actual size of this. Crazy. Jack, do you watch Jake Paul? No, I do not. I've seen a couple of those sort of like hating on Jake Paul videos. I don't know. I never bothered to even watch any of the stuff. At a certain point, I feel like I've spent enough time on YouTube to just kind of know if I'm not going to be into something. And that, I think, is one of them. Favorite sport? Favorite sport to watch is football. Favorite sport to play personally is volleyball. Your favorite South African food? Mine is bull tongue, similar to jerky. It sounds. Are you trying to say bull tongue, like the tongue of a bull, like lengua? You know what? You know what I do like is the South African braai. The braais, I think that's what you call them, like those barbecues with like really good sausages and like lamb and stuff. I went to a braai once that like a friend of mine, sort of a mutual friend of mine, was putting on. His South African guy. Whew! Really good barbecuing though. I mean, incredibly good. It's like there's just a certain kind of way to season and roast the meat that is particularly tasty. I don't know what the technique is. I have no idea, but it was really good. When's the next giveaway? We're doing a giveaway this weekend. We're announcing a giveaway this weekend for Saturday News. That is happening. What's happening? Okay, and there we go. Football, we're taking American football or European? We're talking American football. Soccer, yeah, that's right, I call it soccer. Yeah, it's probably, honestly, it's like one of my least favorite sports to watch. Sorry. I know that's like super unpopular to say in basically most of the world. But yeah, I don't know. I get no enjoyment. I used to play it, I used to play it for years. It's fun to play. It's not my favorite, but it's fun to play. I don't know. I just think there's this weird thing, like the whole... I mean, it's not like soccer is the only sport that has a problem with people faking injuries and like faking fouls and stuff, but they're the most well known for it, and it becomes so tedious to watch. I mean, it's not like it's just rampant, but I feel like they need to make like a penalty for that, like a penalty for faking it. Like if it's blatant, like somebody really fakes it and it just is super obvious, like that guy should get penalized. Like the other guy should get like a free kick or whatever the penalty he was going for, like the other guy should be awarded that penalty or something. Because I feel like the strategy right now in like the professional soccer league, people going for those fake falls, so it's such a strategic advantage that it's like it kind of goes against like the basic principles of sportsmanship. Like, come on, guys, like play fair and good and, you know, aggressive, but, you know, with honor and all that. I just feel like I feel like the strategy of it is like to do the opposite of that, and it becomes sort of tedious to watch. Sorry, I know that's like so many people are unsubbing right now. Just not a big fan of watching soccer. Boom. Can't talk much after fun because I have work to do. Understandable. Understandable. It's called it's called Blvd, which is a giant sausage. Yeah. Oh, Bri, there is also Blvd, which is a giant sausage. Gotcha, Laxus. I've never been to South Africa, but it's on it's one of the top places on my list of things to do, places to go, people to see. South Africa is absolutely up there. I don't have like good. I know people that live out in like certain parts of South Africa where I can be like, hey, I'm in town, we should hang out. So I always want to be able to make a trip down there at some point. Go to Cape Town, Joburg. That's what apparently that's how they say Johannesburg. Never been there, but always wanted to visit. Jack, what do you do when you're not building or making videos? Hanging out with friends. My friends and I are addicted to board games. My roommates. We do a lot of board games, and we eat lots of food. That's always a thing. Board games and food is pretty much right on the top there. But do a few other things. I wanted to get another motorcycle, but I don't know. I think my motorcycle days are done. I feel like they're fun, but they're just so dang dangerous. I'd rather do other things that won't get you hurt or possibly killed. So much fun, but oh, too many close calls on those, and then you're done. Do I know Arda Turan from Barcelona? No, I don't think so. I feel bad if I did meet somebody from Barcelona and I don't remember, but no, I don't. Doesn't ring a bell. Black Panther, you got jars of awesome, but I got a shelf of awesome. Oh, snap. Really? Sounds like a challenge. Oh, here we go. Okay. This is, I don't exactly, it's weird putting this thing together. It looks like an arm elbow or something, right? Foot. It's like a foot. It'd be funny if somebody re-engineered the piece. It looks terrible. It'd be funny if somebody re-engineered because this is supposed to be attached in a way that's going to hold up the wheel, right? The gigantic wheel that's going to be, the whole thing's going to balance on. But it'd be funny. I don't really feel like doing it myself because I don't think it'll look that good. It'll be just kind of funny. But somebody could totally make this like just a really dumb looking foot for the build. Favorite movie? Well, if it's a Disney movie, it's totally it's totally Emperor's New Groove. But favorite movie in general? I mean, there's Army of Darkness. It's a great one. You guys should watch that. There's also what's that? What's the one I was thinking of the other day? Why does this look weird? Why does that not look correct? Why does this look funny? Oh, I see. I was just being dumb. I built it right. That's my problem. I'll build something right, and then it just won't look the same on the manual when I push it in. And then I'm like, why does that look bad? But it fits. I just don't think it'll fit. Okay. Oh, what? Fifth Element. You guys see that movie, Fifth Element? Whew. That is 90s blockbuster action-packed fun at its best. Okay. What is this last bit? Oh, we've got this tiny little piece right on the bottom. Okay, wow, okay. So this is one half of, it looks like a foot, doesn't it? It really does look like a terrible foot. Hey Jack, standard Ninjago ninjas or Ninjago movie ninjas, which do you like? They kind of change all the time. Hold on, let me just make sure that I'm doing this correctly. I think that's correct. Okay. Weird. So it's stationary back here, and I think it's like a balancing thing. Doesn't it just look like a foot though? Okay. Let's get the rest of the Technic build in here. How do you edit live streams? We don't edit live streams. We used to just like make the live streams go public on our channel. Just anybody can watch them on our YouTube channel. But then we decided to make that just for Twitch. So if you do want to watch our live streams, like the raw, uncut bit of footage that what you're watching right now on our Twitch channel, you can do that. But yeah, we never edit the live stream. Sometimes we'll re-download our live stream, and I'll use a little bit of that sped up footage to put into a review video. Like I'll use it for this, and that's pretty basic. I just re-download this edited video and speed it up in the editing program. But yeah, normally we don't edit these down. I know some people will like edit their streams, like their long uncut stuff, but it's not that common. Snape, Severus Snape, Dumbledore. That's old. When's the last time anybody made one of those Harry Potter? It was like Harry Potter Puppet Time, right? That's what you're talking about. I've made my shelf of awesomeness earlier today. Oh, you actually have a literal shelf of awesomeness. I keep on thinking that you're kind of like just joking around. You have an actual shelf of awesomeness? What does that even entail? Okay. This. All right, that. Okay, let's just get all these. I like to get all the little slits on the macaroni pieces to line up. I don't know why. I know people like to say OCD. I just think it looks better. Okay, and then this is going to attach, back straight this way. This does look funky, but no judgments. Okay, nice. This is the minifig I was looking forward to. I mean, you know, Fred Finley, he's an exclusive character, but I mean, come on, he's a guy in a business suit, right? We are building the battle version of Misako. I don't know if she changes her name to like some other thing. I think it's just Misako, and she's just got all this crazy battle stuff. She looks like a super legit fig though. So I love a movie called Misery. It's really old, almost 20 years old, but I love it. And Justice League, have you seen them? I did not see Justice League. I've seen pretty much all the other videos, so all the other DC movies but Justice League. Misery. Is Misery that movie where like that guy crashes his car and he's like a writer and the lady is like obsessed with his writing and she kind of kidnaps him and won't let him leave? Is that the movie you're thinking of? Because I've seen that and it's well made, I think. It's just, whew, that is, talk about a dark psychological thriller. That is a creepy movie. Look at this piece. There's a new clock piece right off the bat. Let's get all the parts for her. So we got a bow. Here's her head. Here's her quiver. Whoa, that's a new, oh, that quiver piece is dope. That quiver piece is really cool. I don't know if that's a new part. I don't think it is. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's a new mold for the quiver, new mold for her hair for sure. New piece for the cloth, obviously an exclusive print. And just regular black legs, because they're mostly covered up by the cloth piece anyways. And, of course, an exclusive print that makes up the torso piece. So, that's pretty darn good for an exclusive fig. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pieces that just belong to her. 2 of which are brand new molded pieces, shapes that haven't existed before. So, anyway, I was just about to put her together when I skipped out on the actual skirt piece. Okay, let's just look at this from the front. How's this supposed to go? Okay, so from what I can tell, this goes down, yeah, this goes down first, and then it kind of wraps around. Okay, and I kind of fold it tight, wrap it around. This is not a soft cloth piece, but I don't think they've made any camas in soft cloth, except for maybe that really old Star Wars, evil Star Wars Sith lady. I can't remember her name. I think her original cloth piece was soft cloth, and it looked terrible, and they didn't do anything about it for like years and years and years until they figured out how to make it look better. Here we go. Dude, she is a legit looking fig. Nice. And here's the headpiece and the bow and arrow. Okay, so let's zoom in on this, because she's by far the coolest character from this set. Oops, let's get that headpiece to look correct. So there she is. So this is pretty legit looking version. Look at that. Look at the headpiece with the hair and the armor that goes around. So yeah, looking good. And look at the detailing for her. Look at that, for the shoulder. So nice. So that's a really nice little detail there. And she even has like the mold for the quiver. Has some nice sort of embroidered detail. Awesome fig. And no alternate expression. This is her face, and it's kind of like she's in a jumpsuit sort of thing. Awesome fig. One of the cooler exclusive figs. Honestly, I think to come from the Lego Ninjago movie. Just as like a crazy cool like female ninja archer. Like, that's awesome. She's super good looking. Good minifig. Great minifig, dare I say. And let's get Let's get this wheel. I think it's going to be up on its wheel. No, it'll probably be up on its wheel for the last bag. This is bag number 7, by the way. So this bag and then one more. These are made in dark gray. For a second I thought this was gunmetal colored, but it's not. Jack, you should go see Justice League. It was amazing. I'm probably going to rent it at some point. I don't know if I'm going to see it in the theaters. Okay, so this is going to go... When do I do that? Is it going to go... Oh, okay, never mind. We'll go this way. When are we going to attach the wheel? Need to add 2 more of these. Yo, are you a fan of Stephen King? Some of the stuff he does is really cool. I mean, he makes so much stuff that I'm not somebody that I would say, like, I don't follow like him regularly or know a whole lot of his work outside of what's become really popular and like sort of popular culture. But obviously The Shining was cool, and he did It. The It movie was great. Like, they've done some really good film adaptations, and then I think probably some of his adaptations have been kind of hit or miss. But yeah, I mean, you gotta respect the effort that guy goes through. And apparently his whole family writes now. Like, he's created like this sort of like writing franchise amongst like his kids, and like everybody in his family just writes, I think. Which is cool. But I haven't read any of the other stuff that his kids do or anybody else. Ninjago movie minifigs or standard Ninjago minifigs, which do I like best? Ninjago movie. Basically anything that comes from the Lego Ninjago movie I'll like more than regular Ninjago. I honestly just think it looks so much better. I mean, the Shark Army figs aren't really super creative looking, I would say. I don't know how else to say that. They don't look like super like weird or nuts. Like, I like when Ninjago will do something like, you know, the snake guys, the vermilion whatever guys. Like, I like the way the bad guys look for a lot of those lines, but in general, yeah, I think all the detailing and all the builds look much better for the Lego Ninjago movie. Alright. So we're going to make... I think probably we're going to make another one of these, but not yet, I guess. This set looks awesome so far. It does. Honestly, it does. And because it doesn't come with any sort of side builds, and it's, I guess, 5 minifigs instead of 6, it's a pretty good part to price ratio. I can't remember what the exact part to price ratio was for some of the original Wave 1 sets for the movie, but this is up there. This is definitely up there, probably on par with some of those original sets. Okay, so this is going to go in... Let me just make sure that I'm doing this the correct way. Yep, okay. So this red piece is going to get pretty much covered up. It's going to go in this way. We're going to have some nice details on the outside. Then this is going to come through. What? It's going to be kind of loose. Nice red backing. Let me kink that a little bit. I'm not going to tilt it because I won't be able to see. Oh my gosh! Guys, moment of truth. Moment of truth. This goes in. Come on. Come out. Yep, there we go. What the heck did this come out in before? Oh, it spins really well. I don't think this is a set that you're really going to be rolling around. Like, it would actually be kind of fun to push it and see how far it'll go. And hopefully not fall over. Okay, so we're going to build the same pieces, I assume, on the opposite side. Let me see if I can twist this whole thing around. I'll try to without messing everything up. Can you still see it? Yeah, there we go. Can't wait to get this set. All right, Maddie. Normally I leave like a... If I find a link on Amazon for this set that's actually a good price, I'll leave it in the description below. This is such a new set that it's not out on Amazon yet, but I think you can get these in the store now, the Lego store. And I haven't bothered to get, I think you can get like a Lego affiliated account link. I just haven't bothered to get that yet, the Lego. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We should name Lloyd's mom Ginger Ninja. What's wrong with Misako? You think the Mac Anthem will be a great set? I do too, Bat Scoundrel. I do too. It's one of the few Technic sets I'm getting really excited for. The wheel is in 2 other Technic sets. Okay, I assumed it was going to be in one of those big, like, what are those? Those big earth mover, like the big yellow earth mover dump truck sets. For some reason, I feel like Lego made a giant dump truck or something, maybe in Technic. I'm just kind of guessing though. Yeah, this did come out last week. We got it pretty quick. I think we got it the day it came out. Just haven't built it until now. You are so cool, BrickVault. Thank you, sir. I like cheese. Welcome back. Oh, that's their actual name. Which mech is better, Garmadon's or Kai's mech? I like the fire mech better. My brother likes Garmadon's mech better, but I am 100% I think Kai's fire mech is cooler. Okay. Let's get this attached in. It actually spins pretty well considering it doesn't even have any support on this side yet. It'll spin even better when we're done. Okay, so now I've got to build the entire sort of weird foot-looking piece that I was laughing about last bag. So I'm going to build that whole section, and then we'll be able to connect it all at the end. Ginger Ninja. Oh, that is a better name. You're right. Ginger Ninja is better. Is it almost over? Yes. So, I mean, in relative terms, yes. One more bag, and then sort of a go-over, a review, and then we'll be done. But yeah, still one more bag after this, and I'm only like maybe not even halfway through this bag. I don't think. Ginger Ninja. That is a good name. I'm concerned about Ninjago Season 8. Are you? I don't really watch the show very much at all. Actually, I don't watch the show, so can't say that I get super concerned about any of the story things happening or how characters change maybe when certain people don't want them to. I only ever pay attention to just like the Lego builds. Just is there a cool looking thing in the build, then I'm all about it. Okay. There's this. Noise. Where's, oh, there it is. It was hiding from me. Which mech is, okay. It comes in Technic 6x6 all-terrain tow truck and the Technic class Xeron 5000 track VC. Wow. All right, Daniel Williams, thank you for clearing that up. So they sound, I mean, like I'm not getting a visual for both of those names, but they sound like gigantic, massive truck builds, which at a certain point they sort of have to be to get a tire this big. And I'm also guessing not so much. That's got to be the biggest wheel that Lego's ever produced. It has to be. It's just too big. This is bigger than like most RC cars. Okay, and we are nearly there here. We are getting close, guys. We are getting, come on, we're getting close. Hello. Big freaking zombie. Okay. I had trouble reading that for a second. Do I like the Season 8 sets? They look fine. They look fine. I don't know. I haven't gotten too excited. They look... I honestly won't be able to tell if I'll like them more or less than other seasons until I sort of build some of them and just see if there's any fun, nice functions maybe hidden away on the inside that I didn't notice before. But they look pretty, I don't know, like kind of like a standard line. Alright, just building this thing up. They are large trucks. Yeah, they gotta be, Daniel. I mean, there's no other way. I hope Lando will be in Star Wars 8. That would be kind of funny if they threw him in. I mean, it would be fine. I mean, like, why not? He's... This isn't Macy H. Williams? I can't remember if that's him, but, yeah, it'd be awesome if he was in. I mean, I don't want them to, but at the same time, I don't want them to throw in an old character for kind of like nostalgia's sake. Kind of like, oh, this will be really fun fan service, you know. If they actually find like a cool, like, believable role that he took up after the Empire fell, and it's relevant to bring him back in for this story, then by all means, bring him back in. This is such a weird set of designs. Come on, where are we at? There we go. Do you collect trading cards? If so, what kind? Unfortunately not. I mean, back in the day we had a lot of the original Pokemon stuff, like all those first edition cards. Don't have them anymore, which is too bad, because apparently they're worth a ton of money now. But thus is life. But no, that was it. I did Pokemon back in elementary school, and then none other. I had friends that were into Magic the Gathering, though. I never got into it. My brothers were kind of into it. I don't know. I like a collection of Lego Technic. Jack, what would you do if there were Jack and Mike Brickheads on... Me and Mike as Brickheads figs? That would be... odd. Flattering, but it would be odd. I think if you saw a Brickheads figure of you on a shelf somewhere, you'd be like, what the heck? I always wonder what it would be like, yeah, like how like a famous person sees like a toy of themselves. They're just like, that's me as a toy. That's gotta feel so weird. I don't know if I'd like it, honestly. I mean, like, it'd be funny as like a fan creation, but I mean, like, if you saw a thing of yourself on a shelf for sale as a toy, that would be weird. Jack, I really like your minifig stand design. I use them myself now. Awesome, Brett. Yeah, they're fun. We need to build more. I need to go and order more parts, hopefully. that curved 1x4 brick isn't super expensive. I think it is though. We're almost there with this side, guys. What am I going to be building after this? I'm like looking around. This feels... What's going to be in bag 8? Because it feels like I've already built everything that I'm going to need to have for the mech to be done like this time around. I mean, it feels like that. Let me finish this in just a couple of steps, and then I think this thing should be standing up. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it should be standing up. Oops. Round piece there. Okay. Yep, just about there. I like this curve. They have a lot of nice curves here. And the light's not too great, but that's brown and then black. There's some sort of subtle color changes on this build, which I think marks a lot of the good design choices in general for this line. There's so many sort of just slight or subtle colors as opposed to just like really jarring ones, which were kind of the regular standard sort of design idea. There we go. Alright, that looks better. So there's like little jet pieces there. I'm not entirely sure, but oh snap. Quite literally, snap. Let's snap this on. Woohoo! What's going on, guys? Oh, well, come on, come on. I can see it wants to fit, but it's just, it's this thing. It just doesn't want to go in for some odd reason. Come on. Oh, Technic pins are so frustrating sometimes. There we go. And then it just fits in like a glove. All right, and let's close it off now. 1. Okay, still feels pretty good. 2 and 3. Oh, you know what? I also totally, dang it, I totally skipped on one piece here. I gotta take these pieces out just a little bit. Oops, that was my bad. Skip this one part. What's going on, Mike? How's it going? Don't ask. I shall not. Here we go. Okay, that feels...
Oh, so that's how the guy is standing.
Yeah. It's like you came in just at the right time. Well, there's one more bag, and I don't know what I'm going to use it for because I feel like I just finished them. But, all right. Oh, it's just details. It's just like beautification stuff. So the base build of this is done. And there he is. He's standing.
Okay, got it. Oh, looks cool.
It looks pretty good.
Hey, chat. What up?
Let me zoom this out. Let me roll it around a little bit. Oh, well, the turning radius is actually really good because you're just rotating around on one wheel. So the base of this build is totally done. Wow, that was the only spare parts. Whoa. You see that? I accidentally knocked him and he almost fell over. So obviously top heavy. I mean, I'm being pretty light with them. I kind of like, oh, there you go. Yeah, right, yeah, I accidentally killed the stream or something. Looks good, right? All right, I don't know. Apparently he like plays music as like a weapon or something.
Makes like
it's cool.
tremors with music.
Right, yeah, totally. Quake Mech, right. I feel like that's a really bad...
Oh, we can articulate a lot of that.
Yeah, so like look how his arms, look, I love these exposed gears on like his arms.
That's cool,
Isn't it cool how the teeth like just rotate around? Yeah, and then they come up and down like this,
Oh, nice.
and then his arms can articulate pretty much in any direction here. So he's got a lot of freeform. Okay, so he's a little back heavy, because you really have to like, whoa, yeah. if you pull him back and stop, he wants to just keep going. He wants to like, I'm like, ah, stop. And then he'll.
Tire was like a Technic set tire or something?
Yeah, it's an old Technic set tire. There's two big. I was actually asking on the stream, and it came out in 2 other sets. Okay, let me open up bag 8. Bag 8 is really small, and it's just to get like the flags and stuff. So like right now, if I drop them, it's not a lot happens because there's not a lot to break off of them. But now I'm going to be adding a ton of flags and other little things to them. So if you drop them, all these little pieces will probably come off. That's my guess. That's my guess.
Are those like flick missiles?
Oh yeah, check this out. So, okay, so I'm just showing Mike this feature, but so you can flip these up, and it's the speakers open, and the bottom layer are flick missiles. The top layer is detailing, but the top 4 are detailing, and the bottom 4 flick missiles that shoot out. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to flick them out too much. I feel like I would want to get like a couple extras, like pieces for extra flick missiles. Anyways, yeah, not bad. All right, let's get the detailing done. Jack, have you ever been to Legoland? Yes, of course. Yes, but of course. We actually did a video on a trip to Legoland for Star Wars Day.
Okay, I'm just gonna interrupt this. He's not going to make a podcast with just to go. When he invites me, yeah, by all means. I guess he doesn't like me that much.
No, he's... Alright, Mike. Salty much?
Salty much? I'm just kidding. I know he promised, so I'm just kidding. At some point, yeah, when he goes, so... why not?
I think what he wants to do is hit up a bunch of different different guys.
Different characters, so he had like one from BrickVault already.
Right. I think.
Like that there is no sense in having another person from BrickVault like a week after.
Right.
No, I get it.
Bump. Chat is what? What? Is Mike going to make a hi guys, worked on oh yeah, we've got the death metal theme song. Heck yeah, man. Okay, we got this one coming through. So this is going to be some just sort of general...
It's like one of those days.
What's up?
You don't want to have kids. Like one of those days.
One of those days. Oh, that's where this part goes in, right down here. Okay, so that's easy. Uno, and then dos. Had a similar bit of sort of gas line builds for the shark mech. Almost the exact same. And then here, we're probably doing, yeah, this is going to be a ×2. I think there's going to be a lot of ×2 builds for the rest of this. It's all just detailing now. Super small? You think this is super small? Dude, this thing's huge. I mean, it's pretty big. It's the highest part count for any of the mechs from this line. I think it's pretty decent size. If they made it with legs, it would be taller. Yeah, but...
Probably the guy was like much taller in the movie or something.
Oh, they're all much taller. Dude, have you seen what the dragon looks like, or any of them? They're all like 3 or 4 or 10 times as big. They're like huge in the movie. Yeah, it would be impossible for them to make sets. I mean, not impossible, but just improbable, or just wouldn't make any sense for them to do full-sized versions of all these mechs. Jack, where are you? Yule. Are you trying to say where are you? That I don't know. I don't know if what you're. I think you're trying to say where are you? Come on. Hey, Jack, I'm back. All right, DJ. Coming back, saying that scary stuff. There we go. The last bits of detail. I'm not entirely sure where the heck these pieces are gonna go, but I have a feeling it'll probably be for the shoulders. Be my guess. BrickVault, you are the best YouTube channel. You guys interest me to make more Lego videos. Awesome, Brick Boy. Glad to hear it. You guys want to make more stuff? Inspired to make more things? That's always a good feeling. Inspired to create. Okay, nice. Check this out. I don't know what the heck these things are, but they look cool. Oh, and I see. Okay, we're doing another one of these. Done. And another. Oh, where the heck? There we go. Where the heck? I'm working on a mock of you and Mike as brickheads. All right, you make that. We'll build it. Oh, what? I was supposed to build another 2 of those. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, that makes sense though, because now the pattern kind of matches up properly. If LEGO Dimensions was still around, it would be cool to get a Rick and Morty team pack. If LEGO Dimensions was still around, they wouldn't make it, but it would be cool to get a Rick and Morty team pack. That was like the only time I really bit the bullet and got custom figs. I can't remember where I bought them from, but I thought they're actually pretty good. I liked them. I got custom figs of Rick and Morty. This is weird. It's so strange. Oh, I get it. Yeah, it's just like little bits of armor detailing that kind of flap around here. They're fine. They're not going to break off, so that's another thing. I'm just waiting for the parts that I'm like, all right, what's going to fall off when I drop this thing over? Oh my gosh. This is such a cool piece. This is the piece I've been waiting for. Dude, this is the piece I've been waiting for. I'll explain later, but this, and I think it's in the proper color that I wanted. There's a little bit of structural instability for my Rick and Morty. It's so cool. Oh my gosh, I think this is the part I've been waiting for. It's a 1x3 2 jumper plate. This is new, right? It's got to be new.
Well, not in this set, but
not in this set.
It appeared for the first time in this year's set.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it showed up in the London bus.
Oh, did it? Yeah.
Yeah, a few other sets I saw that piece.
I want it because the bottom of the Rick and Morty ship is in this color, and I wanted to get these jumper pieces. So I'm gonna be able to mess around now with the Rick and Morty ship, which should be sweet. You inspired your Lego, so I made a Lego series. Awesome, Cheeky. Cheeky Cowpig. Have you and Mike seen the new Deadpool 2 trailer? Yes. Well, I saw the Bob Ross thing. Did they make an actual second trailer? Dude, I don't know. Maybe. How awesome would it be if they threw Deadpool into Infinity War? That would be the greatest thing ever. It would be the greatest thing ever if they put Deadpool into the Infinity War movie. Just like, obvious, you know, because they would still have to keep it sort of, I think it's PG-13 or whatever, so they couldn't have him do any of his crazy stuff. But the movies are all so self-referential already that it's kind of like, why not? Just throw them in. Fan service. Who cares at that point? It's like such an epic Marvel movie. Exactly, yeah. After they made Thor Ragnarok, it's like, dude, I think they changed the genre of the MCU to comedy. Like, that's what I think. I think they did that. Yeah, so we're building some more big speakers now. That's what this is all about. What is Cole even listen to on his giant speakers? That's a nice piece. Not cheeky. Cheeky cow pig? Not cheeky? It's a cheeky name. Merry Christmas, Jack and Mike. Hope you enjoy your holidays, or enjoy your holidays. Thank you, Daniel.
In the US, we say happy holidays.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's what I figure. But for me, it's still Merry Christmas.
I mean, yeah. I mean, people still say happy holidays regardless. What Lego City 2018 set are you excited for? The big mining set looks cool. The big mining set looks really good. And the police mountain stuff has like a couple of new pieces that I'm interested in, but the sets themselves I can't say have really like I'm really drawn to. Interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, let me twist these back. Check this out. Okay, so we're doing this. These parts, these nice little open red Technic pieces, these are out here. They're not posable. They're simply, hold on, can't even see from this angle, but there you go. There. Big old speakers. This is the beautification process. And you can still rotate the arm 360 degrees, but you kind of just have to make sure that the arms are a little bit out of the way this time around, because these parts are a little bit closer to the rotation, but it still has full rotation. So I'm glad that that doesn't get in the way. Let's keep going. What else have they got in store for us? The heck? Oh, yeah, okay. So I think this is pretty much the end. This is going to be all the little flags and stuff that they fit on. Hi, I'm back. Sorry that I was gone so long. Math. No problemo. If you've got to math it up, then math it up. Do what you got to do. I just want the Logman suit. Yeah, right? The Logman suit's awesome, but I think he comes in like the biggest of those city police sets, which is like, okay. The Logman suit's cool, but do I want to buy like the biggest set ever? Okay, so this is some sort of Technic parts that are going to be able to hold on to some big old flags. Now this is the part, I think there's a reason why they're having us build this at the very end, and that's because they're the pieces that will probably be able to break off easily, would be my guess. It's possible that they won't break off easily, but... Oh, this part I thought was going to be flags, but maybe not. You see where it's going to go. It's just this. And it just sticks out the back of the arm. That's it. It's just like almost like exhaust pipes or something. Yeah, and it's the same thing on the other side. So let's knock through this quick. What? Yeah, they are still embargoed. Well, they remember the last time people got things taken down and Lego released a picture showing all the different Star Wars sets, and then Jang had to take his videos down even after Lego had that giant poster. Remember? So it doesn't matter what Lego publishes until like media people get the official go-ahead for the pictures. We're not posting anything on Star Wars because they'll probably take it down. Disney will force Lego to take it down. So yeah, it is weird. It's just Disney. Like it's not Lego at all. It's just Disney with their pictures. Disney's doing Redbox for what? Interesting. All right, guys, in case you couldn't see what those two pieces were, exhaust pipes in the back. Boom. Thank you for understanding. You're the best in the world. Make me watch YouTube. Awesome. Jack, did you hear that Lego is going to release an updated UCS Star Destroyer? I have heard that rumor running around the mill. I've heard it. Yeah, I'm down. Personally, I like new stuff. Like if they have a new vehicle coming into town, that would be awesome too. But the Star Destroyer is sweet, and I understand why Lego does re-releases of things and updates of certain really big sort of iconic vehicles, because they just know the more people want that in the long run. So I'm still down. Hey Jack, can you watch my channel after this live stream and comment? Maybe, depends. I might be jumping right into some review video stuff immediately afterwards, but I will try to make a mental note. Do you know Jangbricks? Nope, don't know him. Makes good stuff. And yeah, if I'm ever on the East Coast, I might be like, hey. But no, I don't know him. Oh, I thought these were just exhaust pipes. They're not just exhaust pipes. They are actually, these are the pieces that end up holding onto the flags. There we go. So these parts end up holding onto the flags this way. That makes so much more sense. Okay. So let's build 2 flags this way. Really simple. There's one. Let's get another one. Okay, let's get some stickers out. Last steps are sticker steps. I've been here since 50,000 subs, or a little more. Dang, that's a long time. Those are early days. Here we go. Ooh. There we go. And Quake. Let's get another Quake up there. What's up? Mm-hmm. Oh, did he? That guy's amazing. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, because it's in time for the disaster artist. Oh yeah, totally. Oh, weird. Tommy Wiseau makes a cameo in the movie. Yeah. All right. So sorry, I'm just finishing up the last thing right now. So we got the one flag here. Come on. Guys, this is it. And these flags will probably definitely break off if I knock this mech over. I have a feeling. Let me zoom it all the way out because you just can't see that top bit of the mech. Here it is. There it is. So we got another little gorilla, and the last one should be the opposite version. Yes. Dun, 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 dun. Yep. All right, guys, it's done. I mean, after I get the sticker on, it is done. There. On and okay. The Quake Mech, guys, is officially done. What do you guys think? I personally, oh, that's ratcheted. Make sure. Oh, I had these splayed out because that's how the original build is. The original build wants you to turn them down, which I mean the instructions say to turn them down, which looks way better. This one feels a little funny. It doesn't want to. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, cool. All right, Quake Mech. Now it's done. You turn it down, and of course, let's check out. Let's go very quickly through the minifigs, and then I'll go through some of the closer features of the Quake Mech. I know some of you guys that joined a little bit later didn't see what the minifigs looked like. So, starting off with the exclusive figs, this is Fred Finley. He's the news reporter. He looks very unfazed, and according to the description in this set, apparently you're supposed to be like rescuing him, but he doesn't have any alternate expression of scaredness. So it's just him. There, and then he's got the he's got a little microphone that's attached to his shirt. I think that's, I mean, that's probably an exclusive print, but let's be real. It's a pretty basic fig. I mean, that is kind of a cool face. I guess it's a useful facial expression if you like it. And he's all right, but he's kind of minimal in terms of the exclusivity. Misako, on the other hand, in her battle getup, is really exclusive in terms of all the parts that make her up. This quiver, I'm pretty sure this quiver, yeah, it's got to be. There's some nice sort of floral detailing molded right into the shoulder. Looks so good. Yeah, so the quiver and everything, that mold is new. The hair mold, obviously, for the sort of face head armor. I don't know. It looks kind of cool. Obviously, it's not the most logistical bit of armoring, but that is new. She's got a pretty sort of, I guess, neutral face, but it's printed in yellow onto a black minifigure head, showing that she's kind of in a sort of a bodysuit getup. Let me take off the head and the shoulder piece just so you can see what the full print of her looks like. So let's focus again. So there's the full print in the front, showing her armor, and there's the full bit of armor in the back. So it's kind of a reflective bit of detailing. No printing for the legs, but guess what? The legs are pretty much totally covered up by this this cama. Sorry. Keep on forgetting that the thing's gonna get all out of focus if I move around too much. So let me get the pieces back on. And she's awesome. She's probably one of my favorite figs to come from any of the standard Lego Ninjago movie sets. If you start counting the minifigure line, collectible minifig line, she's probably not my favorite. But coming from the actual sets, she's probably one of the best in-set minifigs to get. I think she's really cool. So she's awesome. Finley, you know, not as awesome, but they're exclusive. Here's Cole. Come on, Cole. Not exclusive. This is Cole that you get in any Cole that came in any of the other sets. That's him. That's Cole. You can kind of twist it around. Yeah, there you go. So you can see his facial expression here. And then if you twist that around on the back, there's his other facial expression. It's fine. It's good. I like the brick-built hammer that he's got. Come on. But not bad. And always the finicky sort of cowl piece. Next up, this is Crusher. He's got all the appendages that stick out of the crab head are totally movable. Crusher's got a really, yeah, he does not look like a happy camper in either of his expressions. He really does look pretty evil. I like the apparatus, the breathing apparatus piece in general is awesome. It could be used for like a space fig or something. You can see sort of an energy thing on the top. Pretty good looking guy. Ridiculous crab head. Just totally ridiculous, but creative and kind of fun. And then this is, what's his name? They had a name for him too. Mike the Spike. Come on. Guess why he's called Mike the Spike. Just guess. That facial expression is not unique. None of the pieces on this guy are. In fact, this combination of parts might actually be perfectly the same as other versions of Mike the Spike in other sets. Okay. Anyways, so there's Mike. There's the Crusher. There's Cole. And then we've got our other two super exclusives. Okay. So those are the minifigs. Boom. 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 Okay. So the Quake Mech, this is really what it's all about. Nice amount of posability. First, let's say it takes the most parts out of any of the other mechs out there. Definitely the most pieces. I kind of like this funny builds for the sort of thing that holds on to the wheel, because it kind of does look like a super short leg, like a stumpy little leg. And yeah, so the main thing is, like, it's on a wheel. How does it balance? Like, well, the balance is as well as it could have, because not only is it on a wheel, but it's probably one of the more top-heavy builds out there anyways. Like, look how wide and thick these shoulders are. These shoulders have, like, extra stuff, and they, like, fold open. Like, they're pretty much as densely packed full of Lego as they can be. The forearms are a bit hollow, so I guess they're a little bit lighter. But for the most part, this thing is, I mean, it's got some legit weight to it. And how can this thing possibly balance, you know? I don't know how to tell you. Maybe if you pull the arms up. Yeah, no. I mean, let's see. I'm not hitting it that hard, but it's wobbling, and then... Ooh, that was almost there. And then it goes. Yeah, so it's definitely got its moments of instability, but for the most part, it's fine. When you move it around, the main thing is if you pull it back fast, it's going to want to shoot back. So it's definitely has problems. You can even see where the centerpiece of the wheel is like here, and so the curvature of the body kind of wants to lean back a little bit. Just when he's standing up normally, he's always leaning back. So when you are playing around with him and you stop, the whole thing's like, if you stop, ooh, yeah, see, if I really pull it back and then do the same force forward, he's not really going to fall back. So anyways, it's something to look out for. But for the most part, I mean, look, I like that the one wheel does make him super mobile in terms, like, his turning radius is nil because he's pretty much on one little rubber point, and then he just slides around on this this brace piece in the back. It doesn't really stick out too much. This was the only way you could ever get a build like this to actually work. He's got to have a brace piece. But in terms of anything that doesn't look too great, I guess, you know, you could say these undersides of the studs opened up, I mean, obviously aren't the most ideal way to show the back. But I suppose the only way to really cover that up, if they really wanted to go crazy, they could have gotten those 2x4 inverted pieces, like 2x2 like inverted tile pieces, if they really wanted to. But I don't think that's super necessary. There's a little bit of exposed stuff back here. This stuff has to be exposed because they are indeed flick missiles. Not a fan of the flick missile in general, but that's the main attack play function. And the thing about flick missiles is if you mess around with them, like, you're gonna lose some, and it kind of stinks because they're brick built flick missiles, so they're not gonna come with spare parts. And they are made with the one piece that's not as common. It's that, wow, let me zoom that in so you guys can see it a little bit better what I'm talking about. But the flick missile is made with that part in the middle that kind of allows you to attach this this dish piece, and you know, it looks like a speaker when it's all in there. The problem is, yeah, if you play around with the flick missile function, you're gonna have missing like amplifiers in the speaker. So the idea is you can shoot them all out. The four bottom ones, just the four bottom ones, these top ones are just display only. But yeah, if you do play with this enough, you will lose the parts to have it look complete, which is a little bit disappointing. In fact, where did I... Okay, I almost lost them right there. Okay, let's get the other two back in. But it looks cool. Like the actual function of this thing opening up and blasting out like a massive amount of sound, that actually, it looks good. It looks pretty good. You can even see them facing each other, the two bits of speakers facing each other on the top. The detailing here feels really solid. I mean, it's mostly black and gold. There's a little bit of brown sort of highlighting, if you can even say brown as a highlighting color. And let's see, what else are we getting into? The hands. The hands work. Just knocked the thumb right off. This is the piece for the thumb. Those are all the parts that make up the thumb. It's really basic. And then the rest of the fingers are the actual exact same part for the thumb. They just come with an extra joint. And what's interesting is the hand does, this is as far close as the hand comes to being closed. You can almost rest a minifig inside there, and then instead just have the tiniest amount of pressure. But he holds on to the guy just fine. And the hands do look really good. Like the actual fingers look good, and they feel a little bit sort of, I want to say like expressive or something. So you can open up the fingers all the way, and you can have them kind of, I don't know, you can have the hands and arms articulate in a pretty decent sort of manner. They can kind of go wherever you want them to go. That's pretty good. It's actually very good. I also like this thing that's on the forearm. It's a good bit of detailing. And I even just love the way, like, when you look at the shoulders in the back, like these wheels that tooth in to the main gears, you can see how the arms go around in 360 degrees. They kind of run into these little speakers, which is sort of annoying, but for the most part it works really well. I just think it looks good. I think it looks cool. So anyways, let's zoom that back out again. Giant wheel, by the way. Has a decent amount of spinning. Like, let's just look at that next to a minifig. Huge wheel. Gotta be the biggest wheel in LEGO history. Came out in a couple other really large sets in the past. But really nice, very squishy. And yeah, these are some speakers here in the front. Oh yeah, almost forgot to point out sort of like the main function that this thing has. You can open up the cockpit really easily. And it's awesome because Cole can stand in here. And I think, I haven't tested it out. Yeah, I think he can stand in. No, you probably want to take the hammer out of his hand. Probably want to. I don't know why he would want to pilot holding his hammer. I'm not looking at, I'm looking at the screen, not looking at him. Okay, let's make these legs nice and straight. Okay. But yeah, so there's Cole. He stands right in. And he's got two DJ turntables, which is how he controls the mech. So let's zoom that in. So these are printed pieces. Everything else is a sticker. These are exclusively printed turntables. And they're on those little rotating parts. So yeah, so Cole can do that. And this thing closes off. I like the bit of window detailing also on the side. Because it's like, this is the cockpit here, right? Let's get that nice and flush. This is the cockpit here. And then there's a little bit of window, and then there's another bracket, and then there's another bit of window. So there's this kind of layered bit of open space around the cockpit area that I think looks really good. Sorry, the camera angle is not ideal. It's set right now, so it's not ideal for showing off the detail like that. But pretty sweet. Yeah, and these, nice. So it looks good. It looks cool when you lift up all the speakers in the front, and surprised that they managed to get a design like this ambitious with the single wheel at the bottom, really broad shoulders. I'm surprised they actually got it to work. They actually, I think they did a pretty good job. Yeah. So, anyways, that is the Quake Mech. Comes with 5 minifigs. Let me get Cole back out there. Comes with 5 minifigs. It's 1,200 pieces. There's no side builds, which I know some people might be a little bit sad. Usually when you get a vehicle build, there's always a small vehicle or a small bit of land, a little land cannon or something. You know, there's something else that kind of creates an atmosphere around it. But I think they just used all their resources to make this thing as workable as possible for this set. So, you know, 1,202 parts. 80 pounds or $90 or 80 euros. Still a pretty good part to price ratio. You're paying just $10 more in the US for this set when compared to the Shark Army Garmadon set, which is the Shark Mech, and it has like maybe 400 less pieces. So, anywhoosums, that's going to be the whole set. That's going to be the whole review. And this is cool because we're finally done. This is the last character's big mech for the Lego Ninjago movie. So we can have the whole lineup, which I can't wait to do an episode on. So I'm going to do the last couple of Ninjago sets, and then we'll do sort of a cumulative Lego Ninjago movie episode, which will be really fun. So let me switch it back to this. All right, so that's going to be it for this episode. We've got a ton of different things to do and a ton of different things to sort of work on throughout the week. We're going to be organizing the 12,000 pieces that is going to turn into a really massive mock build. If we start organizing them this week, then maybe we'll actually announce what that mock is going to be. So that's going to be really fun. Let's see. We've got just, I think, 2 more of the Wave 2 Lego Ninjago movie sets that we're also going to be building up. We're waiting on a BrickLink order to just get the last pieces to build up the legs for the Lego ATA-CT. The ATA-AT minifig scale is already done, and the ATA-CT is just about there also. So we're getting there with a lot of bigger projects, and we're excited because we're finishing off my personal favorite wave of any Lego sets. So anyways, that's it for this build and this review and this live stream, and we're going to be starting same time tomorrow and every day this week at 10 or 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So anyways, thank you all for coming in, hanging out, checking everything out, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your Monday, or if you're staying up late from a different time zone, then thank you for watching. Good night or good morning. And we'll see you next time at BrickVault.